Can he hear us?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Brian!
Still logging in.
Yeah, probably still logging in. Yeah, he probably hasn't logged into Discord yet, maybe.
Right.
Maybe he's updating his Discord. I updated my Discord an hour ago.
Yeah, I know. I sent that message out because when I logged in earlier today, it was like I had to update it on both the recording computer and the, input audio computer.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I didn't update Sada's. I should probably fire hers up and update it real quick.
Oh.
I will be right back.
Okay. I will sit here and make sign language to Brian, but Brian's not even looking at me. Brian! I'm on my own. I should get my dice and stuff. Wait, no, here's my dice. Ta-da! Well, my notebook one. I'm too lazy for this. Notebook! If I was a notebook, where would I be?
Okay.
Yeah. How have you been?
Oh, I've been okay. Gearing up for the holiday. I can't wait.
Yay.
It's gonna be awesome.
You get time off, or do you have to take?
Yes. No, I'm getting, I get time off. So I'm going to take 1 day. I have 1 day left. So
just 1 day?
Yeah, just 1 day.
Oh, so sad.
Yep. That's okay, though. I only have to work a 4-day week and then vacation.
That's
holiday.
Celebrate. It could be so nice.
It will.
It will. Yeah, it is going to be nice. What about you guys? You working through the holidays?
Brian, you're a teacher, so.
I got 4.5 days left.
Of your vacation?
You started your holiday, huh?
Until holiday, yeah.
Oh, until holiday.
And then 2 weeks.
Nice! Hooray! Yeah, isn't it? I'm so psyched. Can't wait.
Oh, God. It can't come soon enough.
Hello?
Hey!
Now you can hear me, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
That didn't take long.
Mechanical headphones.
Really quick.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Did you get new ones?
What's that?
Headphones?
Oh, no, these are my Beats. I was listening to audiobooks while I was cleaning.
Oh,
good use.
So wholesome.
Well, I don't know about that. I was listening to The Witcher, and man, some of those stories are dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a good way.
They are. I don't know if you've ever read any of the books, but the original books are like old world fairy tales retold with like the darkest, most horrific twists you can think of, like super dark fairy tales. Like they do Beauty and the Beast, and they do Sleeping Beauty, and usually the Witcher is dispatched to like try and deal with whatever messed up situation is actually going on.
Awesome. That sounds so cool.
They're fantastic. If you get a chance, read them.
I will add them to my to-read list, which is like 5 billion books long.
Mm-hmm.
That's what holidays are for, yeah!
That's right.
Is this
You and
series
Sada are both
too?
going to be power
What's
reading
that?
through the holidays.
Is the Netflix series
The what series?
a Netflix,
The Netflix
series?
series.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. It comes out on the 20th, I think. I'm looking forward to it, though. I've played all the video games, and I've read several of the books.
Oh.
I really got into Witcher. I'm hoping they do it justice.
Yeah. I've heard they've already bought the second season for it, so I think they have high hopes for it, but
That's a good sign.
whether it actually goes down that well with viewers is another story.
Right. Yeah. It's a whole other thing.
Mm.
Thomas!
Hello.
I heard a
Hello.
ba-ding, ba-ding.
Ba-ding, ba-ding. Will we be seeing your handsome face, or are you just like on your phone?
I'm outside of the liquor store right now. A little bit.
Getting ready for D&D.
I already stopped there, Thomas. I brought you a cider. Come back.
Eventually.
You can fix it. So, I actually last night I got some mead and I got the Scottish ale and I followed the recipe on how to drink, and it is freaking delicious. And I actually got different types of beer, thinking that it's going to change the taste. So I've actually made like a couple of different versions of it, and I made one with Dragon's Milk White. And it is the most delicious thing I've ever tasted.
Plus, you get to say it's made with dragon's milk.
Dragon's milk. Dragon's milk, Chaucer's mead. We couldn't find any cinnamon syrup like he uses, but we got cinnamon extract and combined it with simple syrup.
Oh.
And then a little bit of nutmeg. And I had bottles already. I had clay, old clay bottles.
Nice.
That we had gotten mead in before, and let me tell you, it's delicious.
Oh,
make a brag
that sounds like the dream.
Yeah, that really sounds phenomenal. It sounds like Christmas too. It'd be a really good holiday drink, eh?
So that's what we were thinking is we're gonna have them on Christmas. Actually, I'm having a little right now.
Looks good.
There's a meadery pretty close to me. I want to try that now. Now that I know it's successful and not just the video.
Well, again, most
A
meads
meadery?
are like kind of like a wine, but I'd never had a braggot before, and it really gives it kind of a pop to it. It's I don't know how to describe it. Like the mead is really smooth and really sweet, but when you add the beer to it, it gives it like a little bit of a kick. And it gives it that kind of poppy mouth flavor, that you get from beer.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds really
Oh,
good.
that's so nice.
That's awesome.
Okay, you're shopping for it now, Thomas. Don't worry.
Go get some.
Order me from the liquor store.
Matthew is in the liquor store right now, and he doesn't know.
Fling your head in and go, buy mead!
Buy some mead.
Buy me. And you just mix mead and beer together, or is it like specific kinds of mead and specific kinds of beer?
So what I did is I just took, he's actually got instructions for it. So if you follow the video, it's called How to Drink, which I'd never seen this guy before, but he's awesome.
His shows are so good.
The Legend of Zelda one was good, where he actually changes the color of the drink to go from water of life to like the second potion. It's really good. But anyway, sorry. With the mead one, I just bought a regular bottle of like Chaucer's mead because I can't afford the Vikings blood. It was way too expensive. So I just got run-of-the-mill mead and then beer, and you add them in 50-50 quantities. So, and then you add a little bit of cinnamon syrup or cinnamon extract. I actually mix mine with simple syrup. And then, and a little bit of orange. I actually got blood orange and put in mine.
Ooh.
And then I had these leftover bottles from when we had gotten mead before, so I filled my bottle with. So if you're near a liquor store, you should do that.
Yeah, it sounds like work.
But it's fun work and it's delicious when you're done.
Fun work.
Fine. You said Chaucer's mead and like any kind of beer? Or does it have to be like wheat beer? Or
I actually got, it's a Scottish ale. But any wheat beer, because it's a little bit sweeter, will work. The most delicious one that I got, I'm not sure if you can get it where you are, but it's called Dragon's Milk. And Dragon's Milk. It's a kind of
mead or a kind of beer?
It's a kind of beer. Dragon's Milk is actually beer, but it's a stout usually, but they have what they call Dragon's Milk White. And it's like a blonde stout. And it's really delicious.
Dragon's. Okay, I'm looking right now, just on the chance that we actually have it.
Why did you order that?
I want it, and it's pink, and it's gigantic.
It is gigantic.
Big die.
Sorry, side note.
Is it a D6?
I got
is.
one.
Oh!
I got this. It's a D20,
Whoa.
but when you roll a 20,
It lights up.
It lights up. That's awesome.
I've heard of those before.
How does it know? That's amazing.
Where do you get a big D&D dice from?
Yep.
It's like-
I'm not sure. Somebody went to Gen Con and brought it back for me. I can't remember if it was. I think it might have been Mike, actually.
Oh my god! You can buy D20 cookie cutters and make D20.
That's cool.
That sounds like a
so
Christmas
cute.
activity.
Yeah.
It does. And every time you roll a natural 20, you get to eat one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would not eat any of my cookies in that case.
Or make them with all different numbers, and when you roll that number, you get to eat that one.
Oh, there you go.
Ah.
Yeah, some fun with icing then too.
Yeah. How about yours?
It would keep you from eating them all at once, too.
My favorite.
You got wine? Ready? Ready? I was trying to find mead and whatever, but I don't know where any of that stuff is. So.
Welcome to Shopping with Thomas.
I like it. It's like reality TV, but without the
I know.
TV.
I know, I just want to
I
listen.
get distracted and I'm trying to find my favorite cider, but they don't have it.
Oh, wow.
What's your favorite cider?
Oh, okay. So we have a local like cidery or whatever you want to call it, and it's called Flatlander because it's from Saskatchewan and it's flat.
That's right.
Yeah. And they make the best cider, and there's one. So they do different kinds. There's like a crisp apple and a winter spice, and
That's actually what I named it after.
Really?
Yeah.
and my favorite one has a bit of blackberry in it.
Mm,
So it's like a black apple cider. It's so good.
that sounds good.
You know, you can get some meads like that too. We have one that was elderberry, and there was one that was a blackberry mead. They're all super sweet. They're way sweeter than even regular mead, which is made of honey, so that's saying something.
Right. I like it if it's a bit tart.
Yeah.
I like a good pear cider for that. That makes nice.
Pear cider?
Yeah,
Parasite.
Yeah, I love parasites. They're my favorite. They also enjoy cider.
What is pear cider called? It's like got a name.
Oh, Megner's.
No.
Isn't that one? Megner's does a pear cider.
Yeah. That's probably like a brand name, but like there's a. Is it Perry? I don't
So you
know.
got the poivre?
Now you're
No.
Googling.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, no,
I'm
actually,
Cider code.
is there not a name for it? I don't know. There's just always hard and sweet, I thought. And then
Yeah, it is Perry.
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 Hmm.
22. 20.
Hello, Perry the cider.
it pairs well with everything. Brittany.
If you drink it in Paris, is it Perry Perry?
Probably.
Happy. I feel like
Sorry, all together, please.
I feel like it's from Brittany though. And then
Oh, and you also never gave me your air house.
I don't know.
Good thing you came in.
Okay,
Whatever.
quick. Everybody guess how much Thomas is spending.
Okay. Guess how much this is.
50.
We have 3 bottles of
63,
wine,
26.
2 bottles of white,
Okay,
1
three
bottle
bottles
of red, and
Uh-huh.
and 4 small bottles of cider.
70.
yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, 83. Oh, we both said 83. 83.50.
Okay.
Oh,
So we've
The
got,
price is
we've
right.
got David with 83.50,
One,
You said 83 even.
70, 78. What did Jenny say?
70.
70. Did anyone have over 100?
No.
I'm at 83.50.
I was close.
Okay. It was 124.05.
Drinking in Saskatchewan is so expensive.
Yeah. Actually, although someone do the conversion to see how much that
to
is in
dollars.
pounds or American dollars.
Okay.
Oh, that's
124.05.
I win.
Is it 70 pounds? Is
Is it really?
No, I don't know. I was just.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Canadian dollars.
Canadian.
Okay.
Dollars
124.05 Canadian.
British.
Sorry,
124.
thank you.
Thank you.
You
You as
too.
well. Happy holidays.
Yeah! Oh my god!
90
it's literally
94 US.
pounds.
Nice.
Is it
Jenny
really?
was the closest in her home
Close.
currency.
What is it? GB pounds? Great British? Where's
That's a good estimation, Jenny. 3 bottles of wine and 8 bottles of
Yeah.
cider.
70 pounds? Congrats. Very nice.
You win bragging rights. Yay!
Yay! I'll tell you what, I'll give you a D6 inspiration to Saf King.
Oh! In-game
For,
rewards too.
I panicked.
You get a D6 inspiration. You can use it anytime.
Can I use it on my cooking?
You're welcome. I got you.
Yes, you can.
Look.
Yay!
Any
like you
skill
have
or
to
ability
splash
check.
it.
Thomas.
Skill, ability check, or attack roll.
Inspiration, bing, on my D20. D&D Beyond.
Dollar off. This is I could spend more money if yours.
We're now regretting because apparently there's something on the receipt that says if you spend $125, you get like these extra bonus air reward miles.
We'll just go return it and then buy it up.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, go buy a bottle
That's what-
opener and have them at it.
One of those little shot bottles of Baileys.
I don't care that much.
The last time I was at TNT, Thomas, I had to spend $100 to get a calendar, and I was literally standing in the till and like grabbing sweets and shit and like throwing it down just because I wanted the calendar so bad. It's super cool.
That's funny.
That sounds like something I would do.
Hey, David.
Yeah.
When are we gonna level? We should level. We haven't leveled in
That's
forever.
what I said.
It's-
I was like, hey, when
it's
was your
literally-
last level?
Okay, listen to me. It's literally been 24 hours in game since you leveled up.
And your game time has
Yeah,
nothing
but it's been months.
But
all
we've
time.
And-
We've learned a lot in those 24 hours.
You've learned a
Yeah.
lot. You've fought
defended
0
ourselves
enemies.
against the council,
You've
We
and
well, the
we
council was
started
a big
0
event.
story arcs.
and we discovered
I
we're
just leveled like 9 levels.
gonna go to the freaking
Yeah,
full
Genevieve got to
breakfast meal.
level 6 times, so she's like,
Sorry. You sure?
no, you guys
Remember what
need
you
to get into another story arc because it's milestone.
But maybe if you all share the YouTube video, get it liked, add comments, and post.
Yeah, right. And then go to the World Anvil and fill out your World Anvil pages.
I figure my story arc is going to be defeating the robot because
Oh, really?
I think
I'd rather you sit in the car. If you're not gonna have a conversation.
I love your optimism that this robot will exist after.
chicken breast.
It is
Please
not
don't
really a
Fredo
story
sauce.
arc. It's
There's
more
a
of
third
a
thing.
what do you call that? A
No,
side
there's a third
quest.
thing.
Encounter.
Yes, it's an encounter during a
We
side
meet
quest.
Xavier's mum. Can we level up after that?
Yep.
if you fight and kill her, maybe.
But we don't have to kill things to level up.
Oh.
That's not
Social
nice.
encounters
Yeah.
count too.
Xavier likes his mum, I think.
We did
Hey,
not
you
get
know?
I do.
destroyed by the council,
You did not get destroyed by the council, but
right? I feel like that's a big accomplishment.
Mhm.
yeah, you made it through your inquiry, but as a reward, you guys got a frickin' house. So I don't want to hear it.
okay, fair. I will. I'll
Can you
take
imagine
that.
if real life worked like that? You went to court and you succeeded, so you got free property.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no lawyer fees, and you got a house.
Well, what do you think?
That's why Liberty is so much better
You wanna spend 20
than
minutes?
all the other court systems on the planet.
It's
You're mine.
They let a little bit of crime in,
And a whole lot of home ownership.
a whole lot of home ownership and death robots.
Robot.
So I'm kind of going to be eating a sandwich here while we begin. Seda just got home, but she's probably not going to be on for another half hour or so. She's got
Okay.
a...
Hi!
Hey, Ronan!
Nice to see you.
Wanna
What's
see
going
something
on?
cool?
Yes,
Sure.
always.
Whoa!
Is that the big Iron Man?
That's Thomas's robot.
Sure.
But if you look closely, you can open up the hat.
Whoa!
Well, and there's... Is that...
Who's in there?
Was
Is that a Lego?
person?
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
It's supposed to be Bruce Banner, but
Oh,
And if
That's
you
so
look
cool.
closely in the back, there's gears.
Oh, whoa!
that's so cool.
it was very
That's pretty
complex. He built it nearly by himself. So,
Holy smokes!
Oh, well done.
Very
I had
cool.
to buy it with I bought it with my own money.
You bought it with your own money.
Wow!
You are already a businessman.
Very solid.
Starting young, I admire it. I was
Pretty
buying
amazing.
nothing.
You bought it with
saved
your own
up
money?
for it.
No, I
I really wanted a shotgun, but this.
Well, there's certain things we're not buying until Christmas.
What gauge of shotgun? Double barrel or single?
Can I
It
get
was a
2
shotgun
mimosas
where
and a large potato wedges, please?
knock back, but it only had one barrel.
Only one barrel. I see. So, did you buy some? Are you gonna get some shotgun shells with it?
I think Nerf gun bullets.
It's not Nerf gun bullets. It's pretend bullets. So you put it and it doesn't shoot. You just hear.
I think what you need to do is also get a chainsaw and attach the chainsaw to it, just in case you run out of ammo.
Breaking down doors.
Just in case.
Totally want that.
Have you ever seen?
Stay prepared for any zombie apocalypse that will hit your
That's right.
city.
It's coming in 2020.
It will happen.
I,
That's why
however,
we need
would
robot
die
butlers.
immediately in a zombie apocalypse. So,
Want to see something cool, guys?
yeah.
I'm not doing this.
What?
Got a little.
Whoa! So he does that on his own? Looks like he's winding up for a pitch.
No.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh, he-
Yeah, it's got little gears that make it turn.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
cool.
And you can move his arms and stuff. I
You
can
build it with the gears to make it work, right?
I can make him turn into a box.
A ball?
A box.
Iron ball.
It's not that hard to turn him into.
Then you can
Like-
roll him around the house. Throw him down the stairs. Don't throw him down the stairs.
Did you put a hamster in it?
Stairs.
Hamsters like to be in balls.
Yesterday.
Well, it's amazing how fast you get dirty and smelly.
And they're all new flavors, and they're
Yeah, bathing
Here
everything.
you
Oh,
go.
look at that! Yeah, he's in a little ball.
Oh,
And you can roll around.
roll around. Roll around.
Don't give David ideas.
Right? Because we're about
Yeah,
to
Ronan,
fight.
did
that
you
guy.
know your dad is getting murdered by a robot right now?
Why can't we
I'm not
be
dead yet.
alone in the store?
It's just a flesh wound.
I only got blown through a door.
Yeah, you're just you can go to your bed easily from there. It's nice.
It's true.
Just get chicken here. What did you
Why did he make a robot?
I thought I
Good
would.
question.
No.
Very good question.
Just give enough.
It was a thing to do.
Don't
While we
make
were sleeping.
You want to get chicken here? or-
I didn't know it was a murder bot. I thought it would be friendly and help us clean.
you know.
You know, I
Adele's
think
kind of like you. She wanted to build everything. Spend all her time making new things, putting gears together.
I've learned something as a DM. If you give your party something to do, they will do it.
Yes,
Some of them.
You have given us so many quests to do. It's not even fair. Like we have like so many things.
Yeah. Yeah, your quest log is very cool.
I
Yeah. We're not getting anything done, really.
ran one campaign, and that was the monster campaign,
Chips and I have Alfredo sauce.
and it was hard.
I have
I was
Alfredo
trying to
sauce.
get Vinny scared, but
I'm so
hard to
scared.
Now you're wrecking things.
get Vinny scared.
All right, buddy. I love you. Give me some.
Tonight?
So
Close the door
what about
behind
that Alfredo sauce?
An
huh?
Alfredo sauce?
I love
And
Alfredo sauce.
What?
you. Will you shut the door?
One? Only use one last time.
Buy all the Alfredo sauce, Thomas.
He says he only needs
Yes.
one. I'm saying we
Yes.
should get two, but whatever.
No, 5. Maybe 10.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, I charged
Hmm.
You can bag it, I'll get another one.
Congratulations, Jenny.
3 is a good number.
Depends how big your cupboards are.
There's always space for Alfredo sauce.
In your belly.
Yeah.
You get one Alfredo sauce.
One Alfredo.
I can't believe that worked.
Really,
you
one
put-
D4
yeah.
for this sauce.
Yeah.
What about a D20? Alfredo
Yeah.
sauce.
Alfredo sauce.
You get one Alfredo sauce.
I can't believe how much this has turned into like a joint shopping trip.
You brought lots of friends with you.
We're
Yeah,
shopping
exactly.
vicariously.
I live with my friends.
I love that. Even if you're right, I'm like, I didn't over.
Xavier would like to buy some reagents. Purchase reagents for him.
Pumpkin pops? Is that a thing?
Oh my gosh, if Safkeen is actually like a chef, maybe she can figure out how to deconstruct and make pumpkin pops.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna lie, I was thinking
Wouldn't
about
that be
that.
cool?
Actually, yeah, I think we need a pumpkin pops recipe, like a real one.
I've got a
Someone get on
pumpkin right now.
Pinterest.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
I could
thinking
do
it'd be
that.
like it would be
Pumpkin
like a
pop.
cross between a pumpkin pie and a donut.
Mhm.
Like a donut with pumpkin pie filling inside it.
Like well, like it would be like a
Oh,
donut
that'd be so
hole.
great.
Fried ball of pumpkin
Well, I
pie
don't
filling.
eat for then.
So
Yes,
not a
basically.
popsicle. It's not a popsicle though.
No, but
No,
they're
it's
sold
around
on a
food.
stick, like dango.
Yeah, but bigger.
I might not try that today then, because I was gonna make soup, which was an easy transition into your pops if they were popsicles.
Yeah, like imagine like the Chinese donuts, but made out of pumpkin, like filling with
Like the
flour.
dim sum ones,
and-
the really
and-
long ones.
Yes, and fried into
That'd be
little
delicious.
balls and like
Oh,
on a
but
stick.
Well, I heard with pumpkin pops, you basically just make cake and then ball it up, put it on a stick, and dump it in icing. Like, that's literally all you do to make pumpkin pops. I'm pretty sure.
But deep fried. mm.
Oh, deep fried cake.
What
I
about
have a
these?
holiday
Let's
post now.
send a link to the chat, the messenger chat.
What?
Oh, the messenger
Pumpkin
chat?
pie pops.
Yeah,
Is that really a thing?
They're so cute.
I found a recipe.
Oh my gosh, it's actually a thing? I just made it up.
Oh, cute.
Oh, I see. They're like little mini pumpkin pies. That's
I
awesome.
like your idea of dim sum donut though.
Yeah, it's like
Dim sum donut. What are they called again? Thomas, you just said it and I forgot.
What? Pumpkin pops?
Chinese-
Cake? What? Who?
Chinese donuts.
Yeah. What is that? You chow? Is that it?
No. Took you away from Michigan. I'm just gonna keep on digging.
No, I hated that.
I'm looking up Chinese donuts.
I
You
have two.
think I know what they're called, but I don't know what they're called.
Everything just says. Oh, here. Yo, yeah,
You chow?
Tao.
That chow?
Tao.
Oh no, Youtiao is not.
Yo Tiao. Okay.
Youtiao is a Chinese donut, but it's not sweet. It's
No, but that's what I was thinking. That's the stuff you put in congee. And then I
fried
could
dough.
eat that. Yeah.
but it's
I
Oh
can
no,
stuff
yeah,
it.
this.
a little bit different.
Yeah, they're not round and sweet.
That's what I was
No.
picturing though.
Oh,
Because it's a
they're not
stick
sweet.
already too, and then you could just buy it from the store and like.
They are delicious, but I don't know how to make them. I guess you could cook them in sugar.
Yeah, and you could totally add pumpkin into that and sweeten it with like rice syrup or something too. I've got a plan. I will try this holiday.
Here.
season.
Like this, but made of pumpkin.
And then
Shaped like a pumpkin? Wouldn't that be so cute?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be honestly impressed if there was a way to make like pumpkin pie, like a small, teeny little pumpkin pie on a stick. I would be.
Oh, there's
so
a picture. You need to get on Facebook.
Jenny
That's happened.
sent a little picture of them. They're actually called pumpkin pie pops. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no. What you just imagined exists. Yes.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's a real thing.
The
I would love
internet
to
is
try
an
and make
amazing and wonderful thing.
Lash. Keen is gonna try and make them.
Oh.
So
What
if
else
we
have
have
you
a
started?
real world recipe, does that mean like our characters get proficiency in that recipe because we know what we're talking about? Or like
If we want to get really meta, maybe. But
Well, Safkeen's never seen a pumpkin before, so
no. Right. Yeah.
she knows what a
Pumpkins
pumpkin pop
are-
is. She knows what a pumpkin tastes like. She doesn't
I
know
would
what a
say,
pumpkin
like,
looks like.
pumpkins are probably indigenous to Librany and maybe Auburg.
Yeah. Auburg? Icyland?
Yeah, but it gets there's a
in the fall.
Ah.
autumnal gourds.
I always thought it would be cool to make up all
Oh!
plants and fruits and things like that and like have nothing from the real world, like just make everything up. And then I realized how much of an undertaking that would be.
Right?
It's insane.
There's just no way I'm doing that.
No.
To
To
get
do
everyone to
all
understand
individual
the
flora and fauna.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know how
That's
those
gonna
role playing
happen.
games do it. Like Skyrim, all of that stuff is just made up. All of their
Mhm.
flora and fauna. It's crazy.
But it really adds to the feel of the
here.
world if you can go that far.
Yeah, it makes it feel alien.
If any of you have watched The Dragon Prince, I love the world
Yes.
of that series. It is amazing.
Oh my
I
gosh,
haven't
and it's
watched it
such
yet.
like a D&D world too.
Yes,
They're totally like a level 1 D&D party. 100%.
totally. And I love the General Amaya, who can't speak, who uses sign language.
Mm-hmm.
She's awesome.
A little bit like somebody you
She's the
guys know.
best.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sure. So when are we gonna kill this robot?
We can start. I just need to do the little opening blurb if you guys are ready.
I don't know if Thomas is done. I'm just
Ready.
trying to bug him.
If Thomas is listening in, we can go ahead and get started. Is that okay?
I'm listening.
All right. So last we left off, Short Expectations was exploring their new house in the Colchester mansion, tucked away in Gold District near the crossing. And you guys have discovered many interesting things. Xavier and Safkeen dimension doored into the metal tube shaft between the lounge and the workshop. It was dark, and Safkeen was slowly running out of oxygen, but you found the lever that opens the vault door inside the workshop. And Xavier simultaneously found with his mage hand the hole and lever that releases the metal wall on the other side. So you explored the workshop, finding the illusory windows that are actually like metal plate behind to protect the room. Lindell went on the outside using her boots of spider climb and found out that the windows have no view of the interior. So this room is like completely sealed off for protection of some sort. Xavier then unlocked a strange chest that revealed a secret ladder that leads down to a hatch in the ceiling of the alchemy lab below it on the second floor. You all got super tired and hot and became exhausted, except for Lindell and Genevieve. So you all went to bed. On the way, you and Safkeen.
Safkeen was not tired. Oh no, she was. Never mind. Sorry.
You're okay. On the way, you and Safkeen came across a brass arm. And that's where that began. Genevieve waited in the workshop to try and cast a spell to make the source of the knocking sounds and rock pelts come out. Lindell started scouring the house with Trevor to find things. Genevieve went to bed after her spell seemingly had no effect. Lindell stayed up, going through the house for clues and hidden items. She found a metal plate in the floor and ceiling of the lounge, and she managed to open up the last door to the stairwell on the first floor that leads down into a collapsed ceiling. Then she found the other arm in the hall. Eventually, she gave up for the night, sleeping in a pile of all these strange mechanical parts that her and Trevor found, and they curled up with them in the dining hall. That
Not
night,
before trying to wake everyone up and causing a big ruckus that everyone was very unhappy about.
that's
Yes.
right. After the ruckus, everybody turned in for the night, and that night Genevieve was awoken by knocking sounds in the night. She followed a shadowy figure downstairs to the previously locked room. She found the stairs down. She followed the stairs down into a cavern. The collapsed ceiling was not there. In the cavern, she entered a chamber with 3 door frames embedded in a rock wall. She's proceeded to have a very mysterious and frightening experience before waking up in her bed. I'm not going to go any further into that because it was private. You were all finally able to rest after taking, your leave for the evening. The first time since you guys woke up in the haze in the sewers under the Flatland Brewhouse. The next morning, Safkeen went shopping for food and cooking utensils to make breakfast and get some pumpkin pops. The rest of the party gathered all the hidden items in the house that you could find, scouring every room in the entire mansion with a skill challenge that you guys were successful on. You used the sending stone, and a female voice warned her about the house, not identifying herself. Then you scoured each floor, finding all the pieces of an automaton and the schematics to assemble it. You also managed to repair the electricity on all the floors, so the electric lights are now working. You assembled the robot in the lounge and charged it on the charging station. It immediately came to life and attacked Xavier, blasting him with a charge of electric force that knocked him back against the broken doorway, prone. So Xavier, where you are in the lounge, you're right in front of that door that's all busted up, and you are prone on the ground.
I'm prone.
Yes. It seems to be resistant to fire damage and immune to necrotic based on the effect of you and Genevieve's held actions. It has 2 heavy claymore-like swords that extend from its arms, and it seems to be able to discharge lightning damage. After a surprise round, you hit it for 9 damage thus far. However, you don't know how many HP it's got. Now, standing in the top floor lounge of this mysterious clockwork mansion, you find yourselves confronting a curious and unknown foe of your own making. As the automaton's gears wind up and the electricity in the room sparkles and cracks and makes your hair stand on end, I'd like you all to roll initiative, except for Safkeen. Let's go ahead and roll that, record it, and we'll get back to you guys in a minute. Meanwhile, Safkeen calmly walks up the front stairs of the Colchester mansion. 3 floors below.
Oh, wow.
The Colchester mansion looming tall and narrow up above. The dock outside is bustling, and the flag wavers directing a heavy stream of ships around the crossing. You make your way to the door, balancing the heavy load with all of your might and monk skills while trying to turn the key in the front door, trying not to drop anything, when behind you hear a voice saying, "Pardon me, ma'am. Are you the Short Expectations Consulting Group?"
Consulting.
Turn around, and a dwarven woman in a brown and blue coverall. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
Yeah, what is crinkle, crinkle? Thomas, are
I
you
have no idea.
crinkling?
Somebody's
Sorry.
crinkling. A dwarven woman in a brown and blue coverall with an embroidered DID on the breast pocket clutches a box and parchment. Reading from the parchment at the bottom of the stairs, she says, "I believe this package is for a member of your group. Could you sign for her? I'd be much obliged." She bounds up the stairs and hands you a quill. She puts the small wooden crate that's longer than it is tall on the porch. Probably weighs about 10 pounds, and it's nailed shut. It has stamped on the top, "Personal effects of Genevieve Barondier," if I pronounced that correctly.
Nando, yeah.
Ben Derriere. "Could I give you a hand with all of that?" she says, looking at you, trying to balance all that stuff. "You know, I do work for the moving company, after all. I'll do you this kindness for free. It's kind of a slow morning. My name is Dipala. Nice to meet you."
Oh, do it dwarven, I see.
Yeah, DID. Do it, Dwarven.
did.
All right. So she hands you the quill, saying, I could help you with that load if you don't mind."
Oh, sure. Thank you.
All right. Here, you take the quill, and I'll grab some of the bags. And she kind of grabs one of the heavy grocery sacks that's got all the pots and pans in it, puts it over one shoulder. You mind signing in this parchment? She hands you the parchment.
Oh, okay.
She takes it back with the quill, and she says, "Right then, I'll grab the crate, and I've got this bag. You mind leading me inside? Show me where to put it?"
Sure.
Okay, you open up the door and swing open the wide, tall doors. Inside, it's actually illuminated now in kind of a dull electric light. The window or the light through the windows from the harbor is bright enough that it illuminates your way up. You can see that the vines that Xavier had tended to the previous day are looking nice and green and lush. And you walk up into the grand foyer area. Oh, this is quite a lovely place you got here.
Yeah, when I left, it didn't quite look like this. I guess my party did some interior decorating that I didn't know about.
Right. Well, where should I put all of this?
Oh, the kitchen is this way, and Saki will lead her into the. Where is the kitchen? Where is the kitchen? All the way through
remember.
there.
I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, see if you can remember. Okay, let me get a little figurine to put on here for DePaula.
It's through here, right?
Is it like Paula with a DI in front of it?
DEPALA.
Oh. Paula, future love interest for Safkin. Got it.
One time.
All right, there's little DePaula.
Looks suspiciously like Arnell.
Wait, where's...
all dwarves look alike.
That's not racist at all!
All right, so DePaula follows you through the hallway, past the pile of rubble now accumulated outside of the side entrance there. She's like, "Oh, quite a mess down there."
That wasn't there when I left.
Doing some renovations in the place.
Clearly.
Right, well, show me to it.
Okay. Go in here.
You head into the kitchen, and she sets down your bag of pots and pans and the crate there in the kitchen. Right, well, I guess I'll be off. Tell you what, if you need help cleaning up any of that other mess, if you need them rocks moved, ask for DePaula at Do It Dwarven. I'd be happy to come back and help for a modest fee.
Do It Dwarven. I like their
Thank you.
company
That's
name.
You're welcome.
very kind of you.
All right, so shall I let myself out, or?
Do you remember how to get out?
I think I can manage.
Oh, I can show you, I suppose, and then I'll go investigate this weird rubble that's...
So you want to take her back out the front entrance?
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you show her back out to the front entrance, and she makes her way. All right. Have a good day, Mom.
You too. Thank you for your help.
No problem. And she makes her way back up Gold District.
Oh, whoa.
Okay. Goodbye to Paula. So you've got your goods in the kitchen now, along with the crate. Let's see if I can find a little box here.
Hello. I'm like standing outside the rubble. I'm just like, hello.
Is that at the point where she hears, "Pull the lever, Lindell"?
No, this is already going on upstairs.
Okay.
All right. So you make your way over to the pile of rubble, and you can't really see through the doorway too well. There's so many rocks on the outside and the inside. It's just a massive pile. But you do hear kind of lumbering footsteps going up and down. and some dragging noises on the other side. There's no
Frankie? Frankie!
Roll a perception check for me.
Frankie! I don't even know if Frankie can talk, but... Ugh. Trying to make a flat surface on my bed. Okay. I'll use this magazine. There we go. 17.
17. On the inside, you hear the low, breathy grunts of a familiar golem as he's dragging rocks up and down the stairwell. He sounds kind of out of breath.
Oh.
Let me see what I can...
Alright, so while you are down doing that, meanwhile, upstairs, a battle commences. Everyone who rolled initiative, please type your initiative rolls into the Roll20 chat.
Oh,
I
I'm
did.
Except
driving,
for
so I
Thomas.
can't type David, but I got a
Except for
17.
Thomas.
17 for Lindell.
I get a cookie. Thank you.
That's better than a good
I
initiative.
want cookie initiative.
Alright, let's see.
Cookie.
I'm gonna remove Safkeen order real quick. I'm just gonna put 0 on Safkeen, 17 for Lindell. That's the same initiative you had last time.
Oh, cool.
I don't even have to change it. So we've got Lindell, Xavier, you, and let me add a turn for Genevieve. Xavier, how'd you roll?
21.
21.
Nice.
And Genevieve.
Was a 10. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and roll for you real quick. That is a 6 plus whatever. A 6 plus use character sheet plus 2, so you've got an 8. And now Murderbot 1.0.
Ah! Don't call it that.
Okay.
It's a Fred.
Hey, I didn't
Fred
name it.
1.0.
You guys named it.
Murderbot.
Murderbot.
You know, maybe if we had named it something else, it wouldn't have been
Right, you could have named it like
Named it
Peaceful
after it. No, it
Peaceful
happened after
Hudbot.
Peaceful Hugbot. Friender. It
You
should
could have called it Baymax! And then
Oh,
he would have looked after you.
would have.
Baymax.
What a murder bot. It's probably
All right.
insulting.
So first up is Xavier, who has just been blasted across the room and hit the doorway on the opposite side.
So I'm prone. What does it take to stand from prone?
Half your movement.
Half of your movement.
Okay. So half my movement to stand. He's gonna stand up. Take a 5-foot step. And I'm sorry we couldn't be friends. He's gonna let Eldritch blasts.
No!
So quickly.
He turns towards you as you Eldritch blast him. Go ahead and roll to attack.
So 21 and 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16.
21 and 16. Just a second.
Pew pew.
Okay. And it's force damage, right?
Yeah, it's force damage, and I'm gonna choose to push him, if I can, back 10 feet.
Back 10 feet. Okay.
Because I can do the what's it called? Repelling blast.
I was going to say forceful force.
Yeah.
All right. So both hit. So go ahead and roll damage for both.
He takes 23 points of damage.
How much?
23.
Wow, 23 points of damage.
Yep,
And
almost max.
what kind of a saving throw is it?
There's no saving throw.
He's just pushed back?
No. For the pushback. Hang on a second. Let me make
Yeah,
sure.
it's one of your invocations, isn't it?
When
It's
you
either
when you
strength
hit
or dex, probably.
an Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature 10 feet away from you in a certain time. It doesn't say they get a saving throw.
No saving
Just
throw.
curious.
Okay. He's just pushed back. Awesome. So you push him back 10 feet. That's going to put him right at the edge of the stairwell. Shabayim. Oh, my camera. My camera fell.
Oh no.
Okay. While I'm fixing that,
Push him down the
Xavier,
stairs.
do you have bonus action or movement?
I have movement left, so it took half my movement to stand up. And then 5 feet I moved. I still have 10 feet. Can I move 10 feet after I've attacked?
10 feet after you attack. Yeah, sure. What's your total movement?
5, 10, 30.
Total movement is 30.
Yep. I go,
So you've got 15 feet of movement.
10, I think.
All right. That's the other side of the door.
Yeah, basically putting myself in line with him so that if I was to hit him with an Eldritch Blast again, I might be able to knock him down the stairs.
All right. Yeah, it's just like he's on the other side of the chair from you.
Okay.
All right. So that's Xavier's turn. On to Murderbot. So Murderbot is going to... Let's see what it is. All right, he's going to use a bonus action to do a bolt charge. You see his, mechanical form. One of the arms that has a sword attached to it begins to shake and charge. All of you feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up as bolts of electricity begin to spark at the tip of the blade, and its wheels engage and its feet turn back into wheel structure as it begins to roll forward, charging at it's going to go for Xavier. So it's going to
It's like, my child is rebelling against me.
It's going to roll right
did
into
impact first.
Xavier.
That was a laser eye line. That was amazing.
It's going to roll right in front of Xavier across the floor with its charged blade as it swings down, and it's going to do a hand blade attack with a bolt charge. So let's see here.
Super sorry about my stupid rancid sounding cough, by the way.
Oh, you're. So it's got it's got a multi-attack. So first, it's going to do the hand blade attack. That is a 15 plus 5, 20 to hit.
I'm 22, I think.
For your AC?
Nope, I'm 20.
Your AC is 20?
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
How is
does
your
manage
AC 20?
I
Four
don't
from
know.
And he has Fox.
4 from Nimble Defense and 2 from the Sentinel Shield.
Wow. All right. Yeah, the Sentinel Shield is what put you over the top. It does manage to hit. 20 is your armor class. So it's going to do hand blade damage plus the bolt charge. So that is... Let's see here. That plus this. That was cocked. Ooh, he rolled very low. So that is... Let's see.
That's good.
That is 9 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Plus 2 points of lightning damage.
And 11. What? Why does it keep doing that?
So yeah, 11 total for the first attack. And now it is going to do...
Did we manage our long rest? I never...
Yeah, you guys got your long rest.
We had a long...
It didn't clear all the spell slots and stuff. I had to go through and manually do it.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think there might be a checkbox to like
Yeah,
Undo
there's a
down
checkbox you have
to
to click, and then it will
reset
reset
spells
that
or-
I don't think I did that.
You have to hit it first.
Then damage. There we go. 55. Okay. Okay. So he
second
stabbed
attack.
me with his sword, or he hit me with lightning.
So the lightning sword came down and slashed right across the front of you, discharging its electric
I'm
blast.
gonna go make some
into your
toast
chest.
because watching Brian eat is making me hungry.
It almost switch blades back, and the other sword begins to strike down from the other diagonal for its second attack. That is a 2 on the die, so that misses. It slashes and hits the wall, and it is going to. It's going to stay put right there, kind of boxing you into the corner there. That is Murderbot's turn. On to Lindell.
So I'm trying to come online. Can you just skip me until later in the initiative? I'll be there in like a few minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so we'll pass on Lindell, go to Genevieve.
All right. I'm gonna. How big is this room? About. Sorry, better question. How far is Xavier from me approximately?
Xavier is 25 feet away.
Oh, good. So within 60 feet. All right. So I'm gonna start off with a bonus action. Genevieve kind of sees what's going on and is like, but she sees him get slashed and is a little bit worried. So she's gonna use Mantle of Inspiration to try to give us all a little bit of a boost. So again, she kind of steadies herself against the wall and opens her mouth, ready to sing, and goes, "Where did your strength go? Hey, hey! Drained out to somewhere. Where is your healthy glow? Hey, hey, hey! Can't find it nowhere. Listen to me, babies. Listen to my plea. You're feeling mighty fine now, thanks to some love from me. Y'all get 8 free HP that are extended beyond, and you get a reaction right now that would allow you to disengage from wherever you are immediately without any attacks hitting you.
Ooh, awesome.
Can I do that? Do I have to do that my round, or can I
No,
move away?
it's a reaction immediately.
So how far can I move then?
Up to its speed without provoking opportunity. Each creature can immediately use it. So I'm doing that on all 4 of us, so we get 8 temp HP points. And then it says each creature can immediately use their reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Holy crap. Okay, so Xavier's going to move the hell away from this thing. I thought I was going to have to go toe-to-toe with it.
All right.
5,
So you
10.
immediately get to use a reaction?
Yep.
Yeah. 20. How hard will it be for me to get behind the bar here?
Well, hang on a second. Let me read the spell. What was it called again, Genevieve?
It's called Mantle of Inspiration. It's under my stuff. I'll post it for you. Here. I got it. It's
I
right
got
here.
it right there.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, 8
I used that
forward
part of inspiration.
creatures, 60 feet. Each creature immediately uses its reaction to move up to its speed without provoking attacks. Awesome. Yeah, so Xavier, you would be able to get over the bar
He's going to,
easily.
yeah. Xavier's going to try to run and like jump kind of over the bar and get behind it. So he can keep
managed to
throwing
do that?
stuff and not... I keep snapping to weird spots. There we go. Okay. I guess that works.
I need to put you in front.
Ronan, what are you doing?
All right, so yeah, you hop over behind the bar, using that reaction to move instantly, and
Did anybody else want to move?
You go away.
Are you gonna play with me?
You is probably gonna stay put behind the bar. Seems like the safest place to be.
Hug.
Well, Jen now noticed everybody is really close together. So she's going to beeline for just around the corner here of the stairs so she can peek around, and then I want to use my action from.
All right, yeah. So go ahead and.
Yep, right there.
Yeah, you can stand at the edge of the stairs.
Okay, I want to be like down a bit, right?
Yeah. You can still see it. Like it's eye level with you. The floor is eye level, and it's about 20 to 25 feet away.
Okay, then for my action, Jen remembers during the search that she found a metal kazoo on the front lawn. So
Yeah.
she's gonna pull it out and try blowing into it to see if it has, like it's some kind of control or something. She's like, I don't know what a
Yeah.
kazoo sounds.
You pull it out and you blow into it, and it makes a kazoo noise.
That's it?
Yep.
That's it. Great. That's my turn.
All right. So you used your action to test out the kazoo, and it is a kazoo.
Hey, you got me out of backed into a corner, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it
that's
was a really good
that was
turn.
awesome.
Don't forget your temp 8 hit points too, guys.
Yes.
I am adding that to use.
You get what? Temp HP?
Yep.
Yeah, you
8.
get 8 temp HP for.
For listening to Dusty Springfield. It's good.
Has anyone died?
I'm gonna go dark real quick on the camera. Say it is up here. Okay.
Ooh, say that.
Let's see here. You get 8 temp HP for.
Not good tea.
How long?
It's the soy milk chunks at the bottom.
Ah,
So it's sludgy. I got a soy milk
Say-
maker.
how much time?
It doesn't say the time frame, so I guess just until the end of this round, maybe like a fight. No,
Huh. Yeah, it doesn't say.
Or probably until they're spent then, right?
I'll just. It lasts the combat, I guess.
Whoa.
Yeah. So those 8 temp hit points, you guys will have those until the end of.
Nice to see you, Thomas.
There we go. Temp HP 8. All right. So yeah, make sure on your character sheet you guys all mark the temp HP. Hey, Thomas.
Hi.
Hey. All right. So that's Genevieve's turn, and we'll go on to Lindell after that. If you're ready.
Okay.
Oh,
First off, I'm posting something in the messenger feed, and I would like everyone to open it.
Okay.
Hmm. Why?
Ah!
With Zazzle,
Crap.
you can
Ah.
see
Oh.
my skips.
Add.
Oh, jeez.
So as Lindell looks around the scene, she hears this song. Doing her slow motion Xavier attack the robot. And Lindell's just like, what are my daily races? And she's holding the crystal in her hand. Which we found at her room. But it wasn't magical, it was just a crystal, and she thinks that maybe it has something to do with the robot. So she's gonna just hold it close in one hand, and in the other hand she's gonna hold the symbol of the traveler, and she's gonna cast the spell Command, and try to just yell out, "Stop, be my friend!"
All right.
She's gonna try to get it to halt. So the target has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Friend, it wants to kill me.
That's what happens when you try to be like me. Want to be like
Let me look at something really quick.
I want another cookie.
All right. What kind of saving throw?
Wisdom, please.
Somehow I don't think it's got a very high wisdom score.
but does it have a psychic?
Good to know.
self?
Yeah. You go ahead and cast your command spell. The robot does turn and face you, but nothing happens.
Doesn't it have to understand
Nothing happens?
your language?
Nothing happens.
Turn and face the strange.
Oh, if it doesn't understand your language.
Mm.
Okay, because that's the only. So it's not that I felt like he passed his saving throw. It feels like for some other reason the spell just isn't effective on him.
I'll just tell you, it's an automaton, and being a construct, it is immune from the charmed condition.
No charm.
Oh, but this doesn't cause a charm condition.
It just makes you do whatever the command
It just makes
says.
you do a thing. Like they did it in Critical Role where they were casting command on a construct.
I've used it before in another game.
Okay,
no.
okay. Hang on.
Referencing Critical Role to the DM.
Sorry, I mean, if that's what happens in your world, David, you're more like.
No. I want to make sure I get this right with the rules. I didn't realize that command doesn't charm.
No, it doesn't cause the charm condition.
Mm-mm. It just makes the person, if they fail the save, just do that one command.
One thing for like 6 seconds.
Okay.
As long as it's not to it. Like,
what is the spell save DC?
16.
It rolled a 15. It was a 16 minus 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it turns towards you, just waiting.
Okay. Cool. So I told it to halt and just be my friend.
Yep.
So on its turn, the target doesn't move, takes no actions, and that's it.
Okay. Very good. Yeah. So it seems to have ceased. It's still got its swords out. It doesn't seem like it's charged up at all, and it's just kind of standing there, putting back and forth, wheeling back and forth, just like kind of staying in place, just looking at Lindell.
Okay.
All right. So you've got bonus action and movement, Lindell.
I'm just gonna walk up to it, and I'm gonna. Can I still see the crystal that I carved Lindell loves you on?
No, it's now inside of the cylindrical body of the creature, and actually its armor is popped out, giving it a little bit more bulk, so you cannot see the place where it went in.
So she's just gonna walk up and she's just gonna put her hand on the cylinder, and she's just gonna say, "It's okay, don't be scared. We're your friends. We're not gonna hurt you."
You see its head just kind of tilt down, looking at Lindell, and it just stays in place.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Xavier, don't you mess this up.
On to you. You is gonna shout, "These damn robots! Get rid of that damn robot! You guys never should have built that thing."
We're just working out some kinks.
She is going to.
I'm gonna get a cookie. I'll be back.
She's gonna move over to the bar underneath where the lever was, and she's gonna pull the lever back to the off position, shutting off the discharge of electricity in the center of the room. Let's see if she's got a bonus action. Yeah, she's got a bonus action, but she's not gonna use it. She's gonna stay put. Yep, she's gonna stay put. But she turned off the electricity.
Okay.
That's you. On to. This is gonna be back up to Xavier. So South Keen, at this point, down below, you can hear kind of muffled shouting and loud sounds coming from upstairs.
We're moving furniture.
Ooh, I think Frankie's here, so I'm just gonna go start cooking.
All right, so Saki starts making her way over to the kitchen, unpacking all of the pots and pans and food, trying to set up the kitchen to cook the first meal. Meanwhile, upstairs, the chaos ensues, and Xavier, tucked behind the bar, what would you like to do?
Okay, so Lindell has walked up to it and uttered some sort of command, and the robot has stopped, right?
Yeah, the robot stopped.
Okay. Then Man. What am I going to do?
Hi, David.
I lost.
All right, I'm back.
In case it comes back up, I'm going to cast Mirror Image, and I'm going to get closer in case I need to stand over there with Lindell toe-to-toe with the robot.
Okay, so you cast Mirror Image, and so let's see. There's 2 or 3 of you.
I think there's 4 total of me. Let's see. It is illusory duplicates of yourself in your space until the spell ends. The duplicates move with you and mimic your actions. You have 3 duplicates, so there's 4 of us. There are 3 of them are false. You must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. With 2 duplicates, roll a 8 or higher. With 1 duplicate, 11 or higher.
All right. So you can see I named one Xavier Prime.
Oh, nice.
Do they move independently of you, or they move with you? They're like overlaid on you?
With me, and they actually occupy my space. So they're probably like almost like ghostly images kind of around me.
Okay, so they make you look like a blur, kind of.
Yeah, someone lead someone to accidentally cut that instead of me.
Okay, very good. All right, so you are now illusory and standing near the murder bot. Was that your bonus action or action?
That was my action to cast the spell, and I used my move. I don't have bonus action really that I want to use yet because this may end peacefully. So we'll hold off on the bonus action.
Okay, and that was your movement to get up to Murderbot, and you want to stay put right there, kind of next to the door?
Well, he's going to turn to Lindell and say, Lindell, I hope you know what you're doing. I don't wish to die up here.
Fair.
Lindell, I just realized I spelled your name wrong. Sorry for the extra L.
That's okay. It makes sense linguistically in English that when we have L in a final position that we use double L.
Yeah. All right.
There's a difference between light L and dark L.
You say you're on the light side or the dark side?
Is there also a high
This
L?
is what I spent $30,000 for a linguistics degree.
Wow.
That's why you need to still keep playing that linguist. He was such a good character.
I know.
Right.
He was fun. I liked it.
So I believe we're going on to Murderbot.
Yeah. So actually, oh no, this is his halted turn. So he
Yeah, this
takes
is
no
his halted
action
turn.
and he doesn't move.
Does he get a throw? A saving throw?
What do you mean? Not on his turn, no, because it's just one.
Okay.
And
All right.
because at the end of his turn, the spell ends.
All right. So he's going to stay put, just kind of looking down at Lindell. And at the end of Murderbot's turn, let's see here. Let me roll a die and see. Rather than me making the decision biased. Okay. He looks down and the sword switchblade back into position.
Yay!
Next up is
it comes.
Lindell.
It unblades. Or
No, they switchblade back after attacking, and they switchblade back into position.
as in like ready to do damage, kind of thing.
Yes.
You want a pencil?
Yeah.
All right, Lindell, what would you like to do?
Sheets. Do you want
I'm going to cast command again.
Okay.
Seeing that he's still got his blades out. And I'm going to give him the command. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to give him the command to hug.
Yeah.
To hug. Okay.
With his blades?
What you ask for?
Whatever.
He's gonna make jam
That
at me.
is same roll, 16 minus 1, so 15. He
He
failed.
failed! So
So
on his
this.
turn, he doesn't move, takes no actions, but I do want him to hug me.
Okay. All right. That is your action.
That's my
Any
action.
other-
And then I'll just like repeat the whole like, it's okay, you're safe. You don't need to attack anyone. We're not going to hurt you. Like just very like coaxingly.
Next up is Genevieve.
Lindell, I feel like you don't know what you're doing. So, not feeling any
But
confidence
it's working.
at all, Jen is going to take one step forward up the stairs for a movement. And go to the Facebook message for a second. You're going to see this happen. I'm inspired by Thomas's video.
Wow.
She just starts spinning and casts Warding Wind.
Do you turn into Wonder Woman?
No, I just get surrounded by
Oh, okay. All right.
So a strong wind, 20 miles per hour, blows around you in a 10-foot radius and moves with you, remaining centered on you. The wind lasts for the spell's duration. So it deafens me and other creatures in its area, extinguishes other things, keeps that stuff. It's difficult terrain to get in at me, and I'm just going to stand there surrounded by wind.
Yeah. Jen guards the entrance to the stairwell now, which is now difficult terrain for the Murderbot, and there's a glowing brightness and whirlwind in that area that is starting to make the chairs kind of a little bit on the floor. All right, that's Jen's turn.
Yep.
On to you, Seda. Are you in?
It's okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can see you too.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I've got everyone's cameras working. That's great.
Okay. I'm bringing up my D&D Beyond. I see I'm standing on a table. What did I do last turn?
You rushed forward and flipped the lever back into the off position, turning off the electric charge in the center of the room.
Okay. And has anyone just kind of looked for an off button on him yet?
No.
Lindell's been busy sating the robot with command spells.
And trying to be intimate with it. It's really concerning.
Would I know, being that I went over the schematics to put it together?
You went over the schematics of how to put it together and how to take it apart and how to oil it, but otherwise you don't know its instructions.
Didn't really go over the instructions part of it.
No, but you do have the schematics still on your person.
Did I make an investigation check on my turn to try to figure out if I could turn it off?
You can make one, but unfortunately you can't make four.
I can't make four? What do you mean?
There's 4 of you.
Oh,
it'd
right.
It'd be awesome if all of your copies could do it too, but unfortunately. So
Okay.
you, what would you like to do?
He's gonna give me a hug next turn.
I'm gonna use my first 5th level spell, I think.
Woo!
I've never cast one because we just leveled up. I'm gonna cast a wall of force around the robot.
Wall of force.
Including
I don't
me?
see that in your spell list.
No! Are you... I mean, you're within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't David? I just added it. It was my only 5th level spell I took whenever we... Is it not prepared?
It might not be prepared.
I have it on my
my
screen.
hand on it
Oh, there it is.
currently
Okay.
and telling
Yeah,
it
it
it's
is
gonna
prepared.
be okay.
Wait, you're
I'm
actually
totally
touching it, Lindell?
I'm touching it.
Okay.
Lindell!
So, what kind of clear gemstone would you like to use for the material component?
I don't have to because I have a thing.
Ah, you're going to use your focus?
Yeah, of course.
All
I
right.
always use my wand or my
right.
dagger, whatever it is. It's a piece of my dagger of stone.
All
My
right.
magic
Yeah, you hold out
thing.
your dagger
Yeah.
and say the words.
Say
and
the word, and then. So I don't know, Lindell. It might just push you out of the way.
No,
Right?
don't push me out
That's
of the
not what
way.
Linda wants, though.
If
Linda
the
wants-
wall cuts through a creature's space and it appears, the creature is pushed to one side of the wall.
Yeah.
Your choice, which side. So I'm going to bring up a wall right between Lindell and the Murderbot. Just. Well, I can make it a sphere, I think.
A sphere. Okay.
You can form it into a hemispherical dome or a sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to do a radius of 10 feet, you could lock it over the rug that it's standing on.
This one here? Yes, I'm just going to make a wall of force just around it, and Lindell will just gently backwards.
No. Do I get a choice, or am I forced out?
It says if the wall, all it says is if it cuts through a creature's space when it appears, the creature is pushed to one side of the wall. Your choice, which side?
Oh, like you as the spellcaster.
Yeah. Why are you doing a touch spell?
No.
I'm doing a touch healing spell. Touch
no, it's a robot.
Touch
it's
kindness.
I'm sorry, it's a murder bot. I'm gonna just 6 inches back. Lindell just slides.
All right. Lindell is separated from her new friend as her hand is tucked away. The sad music plays inside her. No one else can hear it.
Nothing can physically pass through the wall. Okay, nothing can pass through. It is immune to all damage. It cannot be dispelled by dispel magic. Okay.
Can you cast stuff inside the wall though?
Like, can I touch him? I was like,
Inside the wall. What do you mean?
Like if the wall is there, can we cast stuff on things inside of it, or?
I don't think so. I don't think anything passes through the wall on either side.
Gotcha. Okay.
It also extends into the ethereal plane. So you can't travel. You can't travel through it ethereally. What's an ethereal travel through? Is that Dimension Door?
Misty Step is ethereal, I think, and what else?
Plane hopping, right?
So that'd be Dimension Door.
I'm not sure what else. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, as Lindell's pushed away, mad world.
It's gonna put. It'll just be like.
It's a very, very mad world.
My magic is purple, so it's just like a shimmery magic wall.
Yep.
And I'm standing up on the bar. I see. I was gonna say, Xavier, do you still have the instructions for this thing? Maybe.
He's gonna start digging in his bag of holding, looking for the instructions.
Meanwhile, Safkeen's whistling to herself some of the old sailing tunes that she used to hear while she was working in the galley of her old
she's
ship.
cooking.
Whistling while she works, getting the stove going, getting a frying pan on it with some lard. And...
Xavier's gonna sit down and just start pouring over the instructions, looking for how he could quickly disassemble. Shut this thing down.
You know,
or flip it to good. Is there a switch that flips it to good?
Please search the instructions.
All right, so you pull out the schematics and start pouring over them. Roll me another intelligence check.
Intelligence. I'm intelligent, right?
Wouldn't it be nice to be inspired?
I can't hear you! It's really windy over here! I actually can't, so.
So that means we're just watching Jen just spin and spin. She hasn't noticed that I've stopped the robot from
All right.
I want to hop down next to Lindell and say, Lindell, I'm sorry. He had swords for arms. We couldn't take that chance.
I rolled a 16 and I have a +2, so I get an 18.
18. Huh.
Come on.
Let me chew.
No, I meant not to you. I meant come on. I hope it's high enough. I meant come on. I hope Xavier's smart enough to figure this out. Come on. Not come on, DM.
Xavier hopes he is too.
You can see on the schematics, it looks like there is a panel on the upper right-hand corner. What languages do you know?
Good question. I speak Common, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
It's not written in any of those languages, but you do think that this is the instructions. It looks like it's numbered 1 through 10.
But are there like pictures? Could I figure out like from the pictures? Hey, if I just pulled these, wires or
with that roll, unfortunately, no. You're not really familiar with building robot automatons with magical properties.
Are we?
I would say it's a little out of your depth.
With the creature.
I was just gonna say he's gonna stand up and say, "I think I found at least the panel that would contain the way to shut this automaton off. However, it's written in a language I don't understand."
Shame you guys don't have anything that lets you read any language you want.
Or comprehend languages? Wow, what a shame.
Yeah, we have a magnifying glass. I have a magnifying glass.
Safkeen yells out into the kitchen, but no one hears.
Yeah, I have it. It's in the group inventory. Or do I have it? Who had it last?
I don't know. Who did?
God, I hope Safkeen doesn't have it. Safkeen, do you have the magnifying glass?
Who's got the magnifying glass?
I don't think so.
It's whoever picked it up in the sewer because it was in the dummy chest.
Oof.
I
thought that was you.
I thought you had it.
Yeah, it must be me because I have it written down. I have it written down as group in the loot sheet. So I have a magnifying glass.
You start
shuffling
feeling
through
through
my
your
bag.
pockets, trying to find it in a robe.
David, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I told the robot to halt and hug me before you cast her spell. So I'm just wondering, are we still in initiative? Or
Yes.
what?
We're still in initiative. This is
okay,
Xavier's.
we're still in initiative. Oh,
It's just going to try and hug nothing.
Xavier's going to take a 10-foot step and walk over
For a minute.
to you, hoping that you got the... I can't. Moving.
I'm
stay where I put him.
pulling out. There's
everything.
Dead mice, like like Beetlejuice whenever he's pulling stuff out of his pockets. Parchments.
He's gonna hold up and like point like it's here.
And I pull out the magnifying glass. Huh?
Didn't you have locate object?
I got rid of it for today because I changed around my prepared spells when we woke up. So it doesn't matter. I have it. It's in the group loot. So,
okay.
What languages can we comprehend with this magnifying glass? Is it all languages?
It says in the magnifying glass description, the Looking Glass of Liamor. It's a custom item that I homebrewed up, and it says what languages.
Okay, I can look it up.
All right. While you is doing that, Murderbot's going to go ahead and take its turn. Its arms reach out, and then against the forest wall. It tries a few times, and then just ends up wrapping its arms around itself.
You design. It's a murder bot.
At the end of its turn, its arms unfold, and the switchblade swords come back.
Switchblade arms, Lindell. Switchblade arms.
Switchblade arms.
All right, Lindell,
full of
you're up.
Okay.
Lindell, you're up.
All right.
Lindell's just gonna stare at the wall and just put her hand on the wall and just be like, "We were so close. We almost did it." And she's strongly considering dimension dooring into there so that she can hug it back in the hopes of making a contestant. She's a bit tanky. She can take some damage if it does go wrong. Like she's willing to there's a dog that's in the corner and she's willing to let it bite her once or twice to be her friend. Like it's
not
okay.
a dog, Lindell. Murder bot, not a dog.
So my question is, can one, considering that the Wall of Horrors isn't a sphere, it's only like a dome.
It's a dome. Yeah.
So in theory, you could teleport up from the floor, right?
No.
There's not something blocking the floor.
It's completely enclosed.
It specifically says you can't ethereal into it, right? Yeah. Or is Dimension Door not ethereal?
Lindell, I'll give you a hint. There's only one way to get rid of it. And you really have to focus on the source.
Blood
Yeah.
on you. Kill
No, don't
you.
hit me. I would like to.
Out the window.
I would like to survive 24 hours in our new home, please. Just 24 hours.
There are other ways as well, but I don't know if you have
really bad
access
joke.
to them.
Yeah, exactly. Is
To
there
break
a
my
way to
concentration?
use concentration? No.
Actually,
Lindell-
you do have access to some other means, but
I do?
no further.
There is one spell that works against it, but
Oh,
I don't know
actually.
if Lindell has it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that spell. Oh.
Yeah. Why would you put us in harm's way? We're trying to read a manual. We're kicking Lindell out.
Lindell is going to remember her spell, modify memory.
Ooh. Well, how?
And-
Wait.
And
Wait, Lindell. I am wearing my ring of mind shielding.
yeah, that shouldn't make a difference.
Okay.
It should
Okay.
still work. Because you can still be charmed, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lindell's gonna think about it as she turns, holding her symbol of the Spriggan in one hand and this crystal that seems to be connected to the thing in the other hand. And she's just got tears right now in her face. And she's gonna turn and look to you. You're like, we were so close. Why'd you put up the wall? Can I go in? Can I see him? Can you let me through?
No!
Anything doesn't work with you. She's got a heart of stone.
Switchblade arms, Lindell!
You didn't see it before. When I first told it to stop and be my friend, it made the switchblades go away, and it was like you could see on its face like it was thinking about being my friend, and then then people keep attacking it.
That's about all you guys can say in 6 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and go on to
Okay.
Genevieve's turn.
Yeah, that's. I'm not going to cast any spells against my friends, and there's no.
Yet.
Actually,
Alright.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use my action to activate. I'm going to invoke duplicity as my action. So now there's two Lindells, both with like, one hand on one hip, both of them crying, both of them holding a crystal and whatever. Exactly, two Lindells now. Yeah, there we
And
go.
3 Xaviers. So the room is very crowded.
It's very crowded right now.
Well,
There's
all of
Lindell
Xavier's
Prime.
are within his space, so all of
okay.
the Xaviers are like on top of each other almost.
Yeah. I mean, I can spread them out if you really want. There we go.
I mean, they're illusory, so like I assume they're all kind of like ghostly images or kind
Are
of
they
around.
like standing like in the bar, like?
Yeah.
They're just kind of swaying back and forth. Yeah. Like old 80s graphics. All right. So, Genevieve, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I've stopped spinning, but I'm still concentrating on the spell, and I'm
Are you
watching.
not dizzy?
Sorry?
Are you not dizzy?
No, I've done this a lot.
She falls down the stairs. No.
Yeah. So through this wall of wind, I've seen all this go down, right? I can actually see.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. So I see all the Xaviers. I see Lindell doing this weird thing in the dome going up. And I just sigh, drop my concentration so the wind goes, and turn and walk down the stairs. I'm out of there. I'm like,
Oh,
sorry guys, but I'm like, this is ridiculous.
You make your way down to the landing down here onto the second floor, and I'll leave you there for a little
that's
bit.
good. Yep.
All right. I'm gonna remove Jen from combat. So let's just put a 0 on you.
Sounds good.
Oh my gosh.
On to you.
You's gonna attempt the languages on the Leanne Moore thing. Leanne Moore. Oh, I had it pulled up and now it's gone.
Okay, so Xavier's got the schematics kind of spread out over the bar right now. You rush up with the looking glass and you hold
Dwarven?
it. It is the language when you pass the looking glass over the top, it translates it into common, and you can see now that there are instructions written on the schematics. Will you roll me an intelligence check, please?
Oh, I'm intelligent. I'm intelligent.
Does it say what language it originally was in?
Yeah, or does it not tell me? Or I guess I wouldn't. What language is it in?
You would. Well, I don't know. What languages do you know?
Like 3? Okay, let me roll. Hasha! Oh no, 10 plus. My intelligence is a plus 8 though. 18.
What language is this
18.
Genevieve?
Yeah, that's enough.
I feel like she would know the most.
So you don't recognize the language until you pass it over with the looking glass. And in common, you can read that, yes, there are controls. They're on the base panel on the bottom of the cylinder at the back side. There are ways to deactivate it. But you also read that, here, I'll pull it up. Just a moment.
Genevieve, what languages do you speak?
I think I've got Sylvan, Elvish, and Common, and Orc.
The looking glass was...
got a good smattering, even though Sakine's not there. Dwarven should be able to read it, but it's not, because she's cooking, so...
The looking glass is Dwarven, Elven, Draconic, Infernal, Celestial. And then I know Abyssal and Deep Speech.
Let's see.
So I could write love notes to whatever her name is.
To DePaula!
I don't even know what her name is.
DePaula!
Paula.
Oh, I know where I put it. There it is. Okay. All right. You see there is a description of what it is. It says, the master's device. The automaton is magically bound to its creator and or the owner of its layer. To transfer ownership, the previous master must either pass ownership to a new person, or a new person must provide official documentation of transfer of ownership of its layer, such as a deed. It also says,
show it the deed.
Elementally operated. While dormant, the automaton is a brass humanoid approximately 5 feet tall. Its parts hover connected by magnetism and it retains some charge. It lasts for 30 days on a full charge if dormant, and 7 days under light use. Each combat reduces its charge by 1 day. Once it reaches 0 charge, it falls into its individual pieces. Together, the pieces weigh 500 pounds. The automaton can be revived by putting it in its charging station for 1 hour or by hitting it with lightning damage. It also says, let's see, construct physiology. The automaton does not require food or drink. It requires 10 ounces or 100 gold worth of fine oil every 3 months. This oil can only be derived from aubergine ice whale blubber.
Hey!
It also says moddable nature. A tinkerer or artificer may modify the automaton if they are its master or if a person is granted access by its master. They must succeed on Tinker's Tools checks to do so.
Now I've really got to
It also says legendary servant. While in its lair, the automaton will clean and repair the domicile and perform the duties of a butler. If there is an intruder, it will immediately attack and subdue it if the creature is not recognized or it is told otherwise by its master. As a bonus action, its master can command it to attack, defend, stay, follow, and carry objects. It can also cook and clean. It can hold these actions and wait for signals as well. The layer can be changed to a new location with a Tinker's Tools check to reprogram the automaton. If the automaton is low on charge, it will automatically attempt to return to its lair unless otherwise instructed by its master. To deactivate, you must open the base panel and basically switch it off.
So Yu's gonna read that, and she's just gonna hold up a finger and say, "Good news, it's a butler. Bad news,
not a murder book.
Bad news, it thinks we are the intruders and will murder us. Lendell, we can't dance yet."
Weren't we given a deed to the house, though?
Yes, doesn't you have it?
You
No,
hold
what?
up the deed.
Wait, we think that the evil butler can read?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it understands
Okay, yeah.
common, otherwise my command spell wouldn't have worked. So
While you've got the
Oh.
force field, while you've got the wall of force
Yeah.
up, hold up the deed and hold it up to the robot.
Let's try it. Okay, let's unroll this deed.
You unroll the deed.
You might become its master. So
You
Oh,
un- you
I
unroll-
don't want to be its master. Here, Xavier.
let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it.
Oh, okay, Lindell here.
Lindell,
he already has
You-
Frank.
Lindell,
You
you unroll the deed. As you're unrolling it, will you roll me a history check, please?
Oh shit!
History check.
Why? Oh.
It's like a -2. Lindell grew up in the sewers.
Oh, 16?
Yeah.
Any plus or minus?
Nope.
Oh, you hit the DC on the nose.
Yay!
So you unroll the deed and you see that it's signed by a Cat Colchester. It does have an official seal next to the signature, and the
Right.
official seal reads in common. What is this place called?
Colchester
Mansion?
Yeah.
No.
No. It's got a different name.
Oh, what is this place called? It's in my notes. Hang on a second.
Did you?
It is
10. It reads
Colchester
Silver
is
District
state.
Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, Silver District.
This would ring a bell for you. It's where you posted your original flyer.
Oh, heck yeah.
About 3 weeks back.
Yeah.
You had to get an official signature on that one as well.
Yeah.
Below it is a blank line for a new owner to sign over the deed, and there is a blank circle missing the seal.
Oh.
So we
You
have to go
remember
get
in
it.
your head
Oh.
from when you received the deed from Dignitary Trustani, he mentioned that you had to go have it notarized within 2 days' time at the Silver District Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
Turn it off for right now, and then
Yes.
we have it notarized.
Good idea.
Lindell, if I
Yes?
drop that wall, do you think you can get to the panel fast enough to?
I can certainly try. She'll position herself behind the guy.
Does she need tinkerer's tools? Is that in the writing?
You,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
your spell lasts for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Just saying.
Up to 10 minutes. I think I can drop it. It's concentration.
Right, but I'm just saying, you've got about 9.5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, you mean that we could run across the street and get a?
Oh yeah. Do you want to
stamp?
just run?
Yeah,
just
I
run.
forgot.
Fuck
You know,
it.
we do have legs, and like
Let's
this guy
go.
can't go anywhere. Okay,
I'll-
I figure it's within 9 minutes of.
Where is it? Where is the silver place?
is it?
I'll stay here with Murderbot.
All right,
The murder butler.
let me see if I can
No.
pull up the
Xavier
the
should
maps
come
real
because
quick.
Xavier has the Tinker's tool, so his name should be on the deed as well, so that he can make alterations to the murder bot if he wants.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Dean technically has the fastest moving speed.
He's
does?
my crunk.
I have
Technically,
30.
in
But you can dimension door. You can misty step.
We can both dimension door. Like if we know where it is, we can both dimension door,
Yeah,
and
you
or
know
I can
it.
polymorph
You know it.
into like the fastest riding horse we know.
Xavier can ride you across town.
so I'm gonna do
I will
this.
spend the 4th level spell slot. I am down.
Is that a tree riding a horse?
I'm gonna do this as kind of a skill challenge. I want to see how
Okay.
creative you guys can get.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up the map, and I'll tell you exactly how far it is once I pull up the map.
He was just gonna sit on the bar. You guys are facing right out of the room.
Is there some Barbarian liquor behind the bar?
Yeah,
is there a nice,
I'm looking
good
for dusty
whiskey?
bottles. Yeah, just
Yeah.
looking behind there.
You know what? I'm just gonna take a picture of it. It's
Oh,
can't find it in our previous chats. So.
she's gonna yell, "Say you're sorry to Jen on the way down." Somebody owes everybody an apology, Xavier.
It's not my fault. I thought it would be our friend. It still may be.
Oh my god!
Not only will it maybe our friend, but it also might do our laundry and clean up.
It'll clean. I was actually thinking last week that we were gonna have to hire somebody. I was gonna hire like a street urchin to clean the house. Lindell, you cannot be our urchin butler if you're out on the missions with us.
That's fair.
All right. So if you guys bring up the map real quick.
Where's the map?
Bring up what?
I sent it to the messenger chat.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm.
No, it might not have sent it yet.
Loading.
Oh, I just sent it to you, Kit.
Oh, that's fine. I got it.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh, dang it, it's sideways.
I
It
can
is
see it.
sideways.
Yeah, whatever. Just open it and hold it precariously or something.
On your computer.
So number 23 is the Colchester Estate. Number 9 is the Signal House. Number 10 is the Chamber of Commerce.
Ooh,
Dude,
I have this somewhere.
Right there.
So, from the Signal House to the top of the bridge, the Arc, this like shopping arcade that goes across the channel.
From 9 to 9.
It's from 9 to 10. From the Signal House on you guys' side to the building number 10 is about 500 feet.
Okay.
500 feet.
So, Xavier and I, hand in hand, will run down to the water, right to the very edge. And do we know that that's the building? I guess is a really important question. Do we know that that's the...
I think they told us before.
You guys don't know.
You could have
and
said,
Safkeen know.
be like, oh, I know where this place is. It's right across the water. Can't miss it. There's probably a poster of mine hanging up outside.
Okay.
Okay. Look for one of my handmade hero posters.
So are you staying put?
Yeah, I have to concentrate on the. I'm just gonna chill. Before they left, I would have told them where it was, since I was there when we unrolled the.
Okay. So first, using the conventional mode of travel, it will take you half a minute to get from the upper story lounge to the front door.
Okay.
Unless you can figure out another way.
Nope, that's fine.
Okay, so you spend half a minute. You now have 8.5 minutes as you exit the house. From the door to the edge of the
He's gonna be like, what?
signal tower, like harbor, where the crossing is about 120 feet.
Okay, so that's 3 rounds, so that's 18 seconds.
Yeah, so I'll say 15 seconds, okay?
Okay.
So you now have, let's see, 8 minutes and 15 seconds.
How far will Dimension Door take us, though? Because we could Dimension Door part way.
Well, we're going to go right to the building. We're going to Dimension Door across the water, right to the building.
Onward.
All right, so there, Lindell and Xavier stand on the edge of the signal tower, overlooking the crossing. There are 2 ships currently crossing the harbor. One is turning to the left, going around the signal tower into the crossing, and the other one is exiting the crossing, going to, I guess, its left, toward the building that you guys are trying to get to. One of them is a small schooner. It's only got a single mast. The other one is a massive trade ship that's got 3 masts. The schooner is about maybe 100 feet away, and the massive galleon is about 250 feet away.
So we cannot see the other side. We can't see the building.
The sails are unfurled, or not unfurled. The sails are up, so you can see the building from where you're standing, up on top of the arch bridge that goes over.
So we could go
2
from
halves
here.
of silver.
So I'll just hold up my hand and be like, Xavier, let's go right to the building.
All right, so Xavier's going to take Lindell's hand. Let's do it.
Let's do
Do you want to do it or should I? If you do it, then I can save my spell slots in case we need to polymorph or something.
So Xavier will cast Dimension Door.
All right, Xavier, you cast Dimension Door. Where do you want to end up?
Right. And boom. So I guess on the is this oriented north, south, east, west? Liberty Crossing north.
Where it says to Liberty Crossing, that arrow pointed up, that is actually to the east.
East. Okay, so I want to end up on the south side of the building, being that that's probably the entrance.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's from where you're standing. That would be about 500 and maybe 50 feet, 525 feet ish, maybe.
And Dimension Door does go that far, doesn't it?
I don't know.
It's 500 feet. I thought you said, David, it was 500 feet to the building.
From the edge to edge, yes, but that would take you to the back side of the building.
Okay, so I need to end up on the north side of the building.
All right, so it'd be maybe another 25 to 50 feet. It's kind of hard to tell from where you are.
So if we took a running jump off the edge, can we just take a running jump and then Dimension Door the rest of the way?
You could certainly try.
Or we could just Dimension Door.
The ship that is passing currently. The ship that is passing currently, turning into the Liberty Crossing, is only about maybe 25 to 30 feet away from you guys.
Yeah, but we only have so many spell slots. So, actually, Xavier, if we can't Dimension Door there in one go, why don't I just polymorph into a giant eagle and I'll fly us there in an instant?
Okay, that works.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast polymorph.
All right, polymorphs, you turn into a giant eagle. The signal tower employees look down as they're waving their flags like, oh, hey, call the guards! Call the guards, giant eagle!
Oh my God, whatever.
Xavier's gonna wave and jump onto the back of the very awkwardly, because he's never really been on a giant eagle before, so he's like grabbing feathers and like pulling himself up and
yeah, you easily hop onto the back of Lindell, climbing up and getting perched. And Lindell?
And I'm just gonna go full dash, flying, just bullet fly, so I can move 160 feet per round.
All right, 160 feet per round. So you take flight, going up and over the two ships that are passing in an arc, and it only takes you about maybe 3 rounds, another 15 seconds to get over to the top, to where the arc is going over the 2 halves of Silver District. So you've got about 8 minutes left.
Okay, so we'll land, like, we'll do a quick little circle of the building, and we'll land right at the front door.
Okay. Yeah, you swoop down, and the crowd that is moving across the bridge now just kind of parts as they see this giant eagle swoop down. Some of them are knocked onto their butts as they look around like, what the hell? There's a couple of guards near the entrance to the Chamber of Commerce that begin to draw their swords as you guys swoop down in front of the big message board and the fountain that are set up in front of the Chamber of Commerce building.
I'll land a little ways away, and as soon as I like catch the wind, as I like land and hover, I won't even touch ground before I drop the form.
Okay, yeah, you drop your form back into Lindell. Xavier kind of tumble off onto your feet, and the two of you stand there in kind of a semicircle around the crowd of people that are just kind of onlooking like, what the hell?
Someone help! We need to get something notarized right away!
You see a couple people chuckle, like looking at each other like, what the hell?
Xavier's gonna hold up the paper and then start moving toward the building.
We need a notary public! Anyone! A notary public, please! Someone!
The two of you start rushing towards the Chamber of
Baby
Commerce.
children! We need a notary public!
You come around the message board and fountain, and the guards with their swords pulled actually pass you up.
I'll show you later.
Running into the center of the crowd, like looking in every direction, trying to figure out where this giant eagle went. And the two of you rush up to the Chamber of Commerce building. There's some heavy doors there. It's currently not guarded. Would you like to go in?
Yes.
Yeah.
You enter inside. It's kind of like a stuffy mothball smell inside this building. The air is very stale. It looks like there's some hardwood floor with carpeted runners on either side. There's an old wooden stairwell that leads upstairs, and there's several offices in a row on the left and the right side of the hall. It looks like. Tell you what, both of you roll perception checks for me real quick.
We're looking for signs that say Notary Public. Join the queue. I got a 16 total.
11.
And 11. Xavier, you notice there is a sign written in common towards the end of the hall, above a door that says Housing and Development.
Oh.
Xavier's gonna poke Lindell and then point at the sign.
Let's go. Come on, we don't got much time.
Okay, right. He's gonna take off running.
All right, you guys take off running. You go to open the door and swing it open, and an older dwarven woman with little spectacles on and curly white hair leans up over a counter. Yes, may I help you?
Hello, I'm Xavier, and we need something notarized right away, or a murder bot may kill my friends. And he's gonna hold it.
Notarized. Let me see the paperwork. And she takes it and reads it. She spends about half a minute poring over it.
Oh no!
So you guys have
that's 30 seconds we don't have.
You have about 7.5 minutes. You guys are dancing around like you have to pee, and just waiting for her to get on with it.
Lindell is drinking out of, Yu's drinking out of a dusty wine bottle she found under the bar.
Meanwhile, the
room is
robot
silent.
I'm taking a shot of that too. There you go.
The
Come
robot
back in,
is just
Jen.
pounding on the force wall.
Jen has joined me at the bar. We're just watching this.
Day drinking. That's happening.
Day drinking.
Safkeen cooking up a storm in the kitchen, fighting her own battle.
We don't even know she's here, do we? I have no idea Safkeen is here.
I don't know. I'm gonna reload roll 20 real quick because Seda, I lost your camera.
Oh.
See if I can get it working again.
Okay, I'm gonna pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. So the woman looks up. She's kind of adjusts her spectacles and looks over the counter again and says, "You two, you received the Colchester estate.
That's correct, ma'am.
Who was this deed delivered by?"
Trostguna.
Trostguna. I'm not familiar with that name.
Dignitary Trustani.
Dignitary Trustani?
Dignitary Trustani, of
Yes,
course.
yes, that's what I meant. Sorry, it's early. I haven't had my
yes,
coffee
it's
yet.
excellently Trustani. Okay. Yes, of course. I can. Let me send a message to him very quickly, if you don't mind. She goes ahead and casts the message spell and says, "Dignitary Trustani, there are two individuals here of short stature that seem to have a deed to the Colchester estate. Can you verify?"
When the dwarf calls you, you know you're tiny.
like she's on the phone.
The dwarf.
Like she's on the phone, you can hear her just say, "Mm-hmm, yes, of course, very well." Thank you, sir. Knowing that he can't hear any of her responses. She puts her spectacles back on and she says, "Yes, it looks like it's been notarized already for Cat Colchester. Luckily, I've got Trustani's blessing. So who will be signing for the transfer of this property?"
Us, both of us, him and me, right here.
Well, it
I have a pen.
it must be transferred to a signal, single person.
John can.
As though you've never have a home. Why don't you sign for it?
Aww. Lindell's gonna own a mansion.
As Lindell's, the music changes in your head. You guys have about 7 minutes.
Lindell had she didn't really think about it. Was never about owning a mansion or a house. It was just about a cool friend, and now all of a sudden the concept of owning property, never mind a hovel, but a freaking mansion is kind of breaking her a little bit. So she just kind of stares at you, wide-eyed, holding the pen.
Xavier says, "I have a home. Just sign." And hurry, before murder bot kills you.
Just one moment. Let me come around. She grabs the deed and hops down off of her stool and comes around. There's a little half door that kind of swings open a little bit, and she comes out, also very short of stature, and folds it out on a low table for you. As if you would dare just sign here on the line.
Xavier's
6.5 minutes.
Pat her on the back, go ahead.
Sign. Use me hand, Xavier.
Xavier's gonna reach over and kind of grab Lindell's hand and start moving it toward the paper.
Don't be afraid, yeah? Lindell, will you make an intelligence check for me? I'm not sure if you know how to write.
No! My intelligence is 10. It's average, okay?
You is drinking with Jen and
I got a 3.
Sign with an X! You can sign with an X!
Lindell places an X on the line.
Which is technically Xavier's name.
The woman adjusts her spectacles a little bit, looking at the deed. Right.
I'm not good with letters, ma'am. Perhaps
Looks
you
like
can
there's
help
a signature.
Me.
She pulls out of her pocket a large stamp, boom, down onto the desk, and stamps it, putting it back in her pocket, and says, "Yes, I believe.
Is that it?
I believe it is signed for. Now you just might need to pay the fee."
How much is the fee?
She walks up, carrying the deed back up to her high stool. You guys have about 6 minutes. She takes out another piece of paperwork, hands it down to you, and says, "Yes, would you please fill this out for me?" Just asks your age, your name, your race, your occupation, some other basic details. The fee is 2 gold.
Xavier, can you do the writing? I'm not much with letters.
Xavier's gonna put down the 2 gold and start filling it out and hand the deed to Lindell and say, "Get back. I'll fill this."
Oh.
Okay.
So Xavier's gonna start.
See you later, little one. Enjoy your new house. Yes, well, don't forget to fill out blank C3, A5, and then if you would please
initial here.
Can I make a dex check to fill this out?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a dex check to see how quickly you can fill it out. Maybe you grab a second. A 4.
Greatest couple she's ever seen in her entire life.
Why are you half naked?
The old woman pulls out 2 more duplicate forms, and she says, "Yes,
no!
Please, if you would fill this out in triplicate, we need one for housing and one for development, also for the Silver District Chamber of Commerce."
And of course, you forgot your incon, so you
you forgot your incon, you can't do it.
Yeah, that's right. Meanwhile, Lindell huffing it out the building. What would you like to do, Lindell?
Lindell's just gonna like clutch the deed to her chest as if it's made of gold, and she's gonna kind of like very like zombie-esque just kind of walk out of the thing. She's gonna walk to the edge of the water, and she's going to just like hop a little bit and poof, giant eagle again.
Okay, yeah, you take off. It's pretty much a straight shot now. The ships have passed already, and you can swoop down to the bottom of the signal tower. You can see up in the tower the flagmen again are saying, "Oh, it's back! It's back! Get the guns!"
Lindell would like to do a lap of the tower, and as she does, she'd like to fly inside the window that she left open in her bedroom.
Ah!
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, you swoop up to your bedroom, but in your giant eagle form, it's a little bit too wide to get inside.
Oh.
That's okay. She'll like fly at the window and then drop it like just before
All right,
she
yeah,
gets
you
to the
fly
window.
at the window and poof, back into your Lindell
Superhero
form.
tumble
Roll
and
me an
land.
acrobatics check.
And you say into the wall, smack.
Acrobatics check,
Yeah, right.
please.
Acrobatics.
Do you
how am I
smell
at-
someone cooking breakfast?
No, but as I was saying, so then they actually got in the bed of the zombies and they slept there. It was crazy. Like you never.
Oh my gosh.
24.
I do kind of
24. You swoop into the bedroom doing a little barrel roll and land on your feet right in front of the door. You have 5.5 minutes.
Plenty of time.
Lindell's gonna throw the door open and kind of stumble through the door into the room.
Your shoulder kind of bumps into the force wall when you come through the door, and you see you and I guess Jen. Are you at the bar as well?
Yeah, I came back up to drink.
Yeah, we're just we're sitting at the dusty bar.
Yeah, you
Maybe he didn't make it. The paperwork got him.
Got stuck at the DMV.
It's little leaves dropping off of him.
I think it's the greatest foe that Short Expectations has fought yet.
Oh my god. Bureaucracy. But we wouldn't know. Like, where's Xavier?
There's something I'm not really sure. I can't really. There's a lot of words on paper, and he had to do something where he had to write a lot of things, and then she brought out another piece of paper, and then there was. It was horrible. Really horrible.
As Lindell is talking.
It's terrible. I get it. It's awful.
As Lindell is talking, split screen back to Xavier, who's kind of, trading embroidery secrets with the old woman. They're getting along famously. He's actually filled out 5 copies for her, just in case.
This was every one of my experiences in the city office.
The murder bot is just banging against the forest wall.
Xavier's making her a crown made out of little leaves,
Very possible.
Are they like making pancakes over at the guards tower? Do you smell that?
You guys can smell the wonderful smell of cooking wafting through the house now.
As I was flying back in a giant eagle form, I saw a bit of smoke coming out of the kitchen smokestack.
Oh, that's Soft Keen. She gets up early. Too early.
I was going to say maybe the ghost. That's more
the
fun, but it could be Soft Keen.
Some people get up early and make breakfast. Some people get up early and make murder bots.
Yeah, that's You's realizing that.
I need that on a poster for my bedroom. Like, some people get up early and make breakfast. Some people get up early and make murder robots.
Yes,
the robot just continues.
Lindell will
slamming against.
Gently peel the deed away from her chest and slowly and daintily turn it around to show the murder robot.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of smooth it out against the force wall, and as the robot stops punching, stands at attention, and its head starts moving up and down.
It's scanning.
Its sword arms, after a pregnant pause, retract back into its arms. The armor back into its cylinder. It drops back down onto its wheels. Its arms into its body, and its eyes close.
Oh,
what?
You have to
do to it. Which is
Which
I think you can.
Except Xavier's, now making friends with the old dwarf lady, so he's not going to be back for a while.
I think you can drop the force field.
Oh, good. You're not naked
okay.
anymore.
I mean, wait. Whose name is on that deed? I want to look at the deed. There's just a big
You look at the
X.
deed and there's just a big X.
It's a little shaky. Like
Smart. That means the robot won't know who the owner is, so we're all owners. I'll just drop
Ooh,
that.
I didn't think about that. That's smart. We're all
I'll drop-
owners of this.
Yes. Drop the force field.
You drop the force field, the
Yeah.
robot stays where it is.
I have a question about the robot, just to double check on something, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
You said that it has a number of charges, and one charge gets used up per battle. How many charges does it hold again?
I will give you guys the character sheet in just a moment
Never mind. Thanks, babe.
with all of its details.
Oh, you can name it, Lindell.
I mean, I assume we're leaving this guy mostly to defend the homestead while we're gone, right?
Yeah.
As soon as the force wall disappears, its eyes open back up. Whoop.
Ooh. Oh, wait, is that our murder bot?
No,
Looks like it.
actually, it's a pilot bot. But if you it has a pilot.
Cool. Oh, hey, a Lego pilot.
There goes the pilot.
So its arms and legs extend again and its eyes open, and it does a quick scan of the room. Seeing the broken door, it immediately extends a broom from one arm and a dustpan from the other, and goes over and starts cleaning up the debris.
Oh, that is so much better than sword arms. So much better.
So this thing is calm now.
I think it's hours
I'm
now.
looking at Lindell,
Wait, what? Huh?
This thing is calm.
Well, it's cleaning.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not killing. We should have Xavier give it a once over. When he comes back from the hell you left him in, Lindell. Worse than otherwhere. You left him at City Hall. You guys smell pancakes? I'm gonna go downstairs.
I'm gonna follow her too, and we'll see what's going on.
Can Xavier pick up some other forms while he's there?
He just enjoys.
He's like,
You and the old woman get on famously. You find out that her name is Ethel, and she's a Pisces. And, really enjoys gardening, which you guys kind of share in common. And she loves keeping papers organized and alphabetized.
Oh, looks like Saski's not the only one with a potential romance interest.
A potential romance.
Xavier, you kind of help her alphabetize some of her papers, fill out some of the documents she needs to do. You spend a little bit of time with her. She returns your 2 gold fee.
We love Ethel.
Says, well, I'm so happy that a nice chap like you has moved into the neighborhood.
well, he's gonna use his finger and produce a little. Hand her the flower before he goes.
Well, isn't that lovely? Oh, one moment, let me get a little bit of water for it. And she rushes and goes get a little cup of water and puts it in the cup and places it on her desk. Well, I will cherish this always. Please bring me new flowers anytime you'd like.
Oh, absolutely.
I love
but I must get back to see if my friends have been murdered. I'm going to...
It has been such a pleasure, Xavier, to meet you.
And you too, Ethel, as he's going to head back to the mansion.
All right, you head back. Meanwhile, you guys come downstairs to see that there's a gigantic pile of rubble. Frankie has built himself in, basically.
No, Frankie!
And he is exhausting himself. He continues moving rocks tirelessly up the stairs, just making a massive pile in front of the doorway.
Do you think Lindell can get that robot to move these ones?
I think we're gonna have to do something. Frankie! Frankie, you can take a break, Frankie. I don't know if he'll listen
continues.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
But you
have
do
to get...
smell just this fantastic smell coming from the kitchen.
They're falling in noses.
I think we're gonna have to deal with this when Xavier gets back. Yeah, let's go down.
Safkeen's got a bandana tied around her head, and she's got a pot in one hand, a pan in the other. There's water boiling. There's things frying. She's just cooking up a storm.
Did you need some
Fresh vegetables and fruit and pastries and anything you could possibly imagine. She's cooking it up.
Pancakes.
And there on the table is a platter with 1 baker's dozen pumpkin pops, fresh.
Aww. What?
Collected about an hour prior.
Where'd you get all this?
Went shopping. Where were all of you?
Xavier and Lindell built a murder bot.
We were dealing with it upstairs.
Did you defeat it?
Save the day.
We made it into a butler. It's cleaning. So that's a kind of defeat. Servitude. Lifelong servitude.
Well,
Xavier, you make your way up into the foyer, and you can see the vines that you had revived the day before. They don't look like they're making much progress. They're about
He's going to reach over and touch them again and use his druid craft.
All right, you use your druid craft, and the little buds begin to open into small leaves, and that twinkling sound is a little bit louder. As they
So he's going to make it a
bloom.
habit of every time he comes back into the building, he's going to go touch the vines. Use.
Yeah, you make your way back toward the smell of delicious food that's coming from the back of the manor.
Xavier is a whole little cinnamon roll to be protected.
Thank you.
All right, Xavier, we'll say that on your way to the kitchen, you discover the pile of rocks that Frankie has built himself in.
I'm going to tell Frankie to stop. Stop, Frankie. Sorry.
Frankie stops at the top of the stairs. Just panting.
Oh, this is why he needs his own consciousness.
You can see he's moved an impressive amount of rock, though.
I'm going to tell him to sit down and rest for a little bit, and maybe we can get, help getting him out of there.
You hear him sit down on the stair, panting.
He's gonna toss Frankie his water skin.
It hits the rocks and bounces back to you.
There's no opening.
There's no. It's completely blocked.
Oh,
you can't see in there.
He's gonna head wherever he hears the sounds of people. He's looking for everyone.
You can hear sizzling. You can see a little bit of not smoke, but steam coming through the door over here, and you can hear voices muffled in the back kitchen.
Xavier's gonna head for the kitchen.
All right, you make your way into the kitchen, and you see everybody enjoying pumpkin pops and watching Safkeen cook up a storm.
I like to think that Lindell is sitting on the counter, legs swinging, pumpkin pop in hand, telling Safkeen and you the story of how they were beset by bureaucracy and the paperwork and the pens and the boxes that needed to be checked and the initials that needed to be signed.
Jen,
over dramatizing it.
Jen, you notice there's kind of a long wooden crate that sits on the floor that has property of Genevieve stamped on the lid.
I'm going to start looking at this. Where did this come from? Jester, anybody?
Lady brought it in. I put it on the floor, as you can see.
Can I try to crack into it to see what's in it?
Yeah, sure. All right. You pry it open. One of you guys probably has a hammer used to pry it open.
Hammer? I think I have a crowbar, actually.
Yeah, I think hammers and crowbar are in starting gear for dungeoneers.
Yeah.
So you probably have that.
3 of us have Teebs tools, so...
Yeah.
All of you rush over with your own crowbar. You all crack it open simultaneously.
Yeah, Jen, here's our crowbar.
The lid flies off and hits the ceiling. You just start beating it with crowbars.
Thank you.
Alright.
Take it through.
So inside the package are a dagger, a flute, a silver jade ring, a pouch containing. I'll slow down so you can write this down.
Silver jade ring, yep.
Dagger, flute,
Silver jade ring.
silver jade ring, pouch containing 100 gold pieces,
Thank God.
50 silver pieces, and 20 copper pieces.
I was worried I was going to be poor forever.
And a robe. You lift the robe out and it shimmers, almost like that bag you have, Seda. That like it's gray, but when the light hits it through the windows, it's like this Technicolor, beautiful, like an oil slick where it's all colors. It's iridescent in the light refracting through the windows. So to some of you it looks gray, but when she pulls it up, it has this weird kind of iridescentness to it. It is a robe of scintillating colors.
Nice.
Ooh.
And Genevieve, you recognize all of this as your personal property, except for that silver ring.
This is odd. Where did this come from? Just gonna hold it up, have a look at it. Does this look familiar to any of you? Did you lose something when we were captured?
No. What does it look like?
It's just a simple silver ring with a jade stone inside it.
She's gonna shrug and just put it on.
Okay, yeah, you put it on. It's pretty.
And then
maybe you have an admirer. Somebody sent you a little present in the mail.
You see Jen looks a little downtrodden for a second, and then let's eat.
Well, putting it on, can I use my Eldritch Sight?
Eldritch Sight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
You use your Eldritch Sight, and you notice that the robe is giving off a magical aura, as well as the ring.
Oh, wait! Don't put that on.
It's already on.
Maybe he was gonna say it's giving off a magical aura.
Oh no! I'm gonna try to take it off. Can I take it off?
Yeah, you can take it off.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure.
Oh, good. It's not cursed.
I'm just gonna shake it and listen to it, smell it, lick it. Nothing happens.
It's a silver ring.
All right. She's like, "Well, magic can be good." Puts it back on. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put my things away then, guys. I'll meet you back down here for a second. She's gonna take her stuff to her room.
We'll be ready in 5 minutes.
Can we take maybe one more day and then upon the morrow possibly venture off to find the Witch of Sub 2? Mom, as I like to
Oh yeah, we need to do some shopping today, and I need to deliver a letter. Yeah, I remember.
We need to take the day. Yay! We need to take the day and make a plan. We need to make an action plan. Get our stuff done.
All right, you guys go ahead and get all your things ready for the day. You all sit down kind of on the floor in the very large open dining room. You just sit in a semicircle on the floor with your new plates and silverware.
Safkeen, what do you make for breakfast?
Safkeen's gonna make some pancakes and with some berry compote and maybe some waffles and in like the shape of like little shells.
In the shape of little murder bots.
No murder bots. And
Safkeen, will you go ahead and make a skill challenge roll for me? Go ahead and roll a cooking tools check. So it'll be your dex, your proficiency, and whatever you roll.
Okay. Plus 3. 18 plus 4 is 1, 2, 4, 18.
18. You all dine on the nicest breakfast you've ever had in your entire lives. And each of you restore 3 hit points.
Oh.
This is like a fine meal that you've just ingested. So any of you that are missing hit points, you gain 3.
I was.
And remember to take away the 8 temporary hit points from use spell.
Oh, are those gone now?
Yes,
Yeah.
those are.
Did we drag like a table together and we're all having a big family dinner or breakfast? I mean,
Strangely, there are no tables in the entire lower floor.
Furniture?
What? There's no furniture. The only tables are in the alchemy lab, in Genevieve's bedroom, Lindell's bedroom, and the workshop. And then there's the bar upstairs in the lounge.
man, you can really tell that the previous owner lived a lonely life. We're all just standing around eating.
Now they're sad.
You remember Trostani saying that they had cleared out most of the mansion.
Do we even have utensils? Are we just shoveling food into our
Oh,
mouths?
no.
The most delicious.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Thank you, Safkeen. Where did you learn to cook like this? This is delicious.
On my ship.
And what made you want to learn to cook like this?
Sorry.
They were eating them. We got pulled out. I was like, Were you the only cook on there? Did you cook for everyone?
Yes.
What kind of ship were you on?
A pirate ship.
Ooh, a pirate ship. That sounds like fun.
Wait. We gotta wait for the app.
Sofkeen will even
people
cook
were
on
on the ship?
ships that she's not the cook on, in my experience.
She was not a good cook and she needed help. That's all I'm saying.
A seaplane?
It lands underwater.
A seaplane.
What happened? Where were you on a ship that needed help cooking?
Now, it was the ship from Auburnell, where Sofkeen and I met. I don't remember the circumstances exactly, but I know Sofkeen took over a kitchen for a week.
Auburnell's your last name. Auberg is the island.
Oh, from Auberg to here. I can't think.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
During the day, I assume we're maybe going to go do some shopping, get some furniture, stuff like that. Would there be somewhere that Xavier could get seeds to start kind of replenishing the garden? And
Ooh, yeah.
You can always go visit the Grand Garbiter.
Oh, nice.
The Grand Garbiter.
Before we break, I feel like we need to, as a group, come up with two very important things. First off, we need a new name for our house. It's no longer the Colchester Estate, because the Colchesters don't live here no more. It's our house. In the middle of our street,
house.
So that, and we also need a new name for our robot friend.
Short expectations bot.
We could name it
Seb?
the very,
We can
very
call him
haunted
Seb.
house. Enter at your own risk.
I'm going to take a quick break while you guys decide where you want to go, okay?
And it's not very catchy. And if we were to write it on an address slip, it would take too long.
Yeah, but Safkeen, what we could do is if we called him the Short Expectations bot, we could just call him Seb for short.
Oh, Seb.
Seb.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes.
That's actually rather cute. I rather like that.
Comment is her second language, so she's just like.
Spelling is hard.
Okay.
So
that'd be cute. Does anyone have any other ideas?
Well, we need furniture, right? So some of us maybe should go try to buy at least a little bit of furniture.
Website.
And I don't know what else we need.
I need some spellcasting supplies. I need some gemstones, and I need some ruby dust. I need some diamond dust. I need some diamonds, and I need a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot of incense and herbs.
I need incense as well. I need some mica too. I'm needing to replenish.
I have some mica if you want it.
Why don't we take today to maybe do some shopping, get the equipment we need, get some furniture, and see if maybe we can hire people to come in and kind of, I guess, decorate and or take care of things while we go on one more mission. That way, by the time we get back, maybe things will be in order for us.
Well, but I think Seb can probably take care of it.
Xavier hasn't met Seb in his new form.
He needs to go spy.
I'll go get him. I'll be right back.
The non-murder bot form.
I think
we can ask the nice dwarven lady that I met before to clean the house.
Oh yeah. Something. I wonder if we could get the dwarven movers to move out all that rubble. Or I guess, Frankie can work little by little.
We could certainly hire people to help clear out the rubble.
Yeah. I wonder if anyone will take the job. People seem kind of afraid of this house.
Yeah. We need someone here supervising them. We certainly couldn't hire them to do something and then just leave.
That's
We'd have to have someone supervising.
I'm fine to stay here and give you my money if you'd like to pick up some supplies for me.
Oh, Jen, it's your first day in the city. Go out and enjoy Gold District.
Time shopping.
Have some things I'd like to look at a little more closely here, to be honest.
Okay.
I can stay in the house. I don't need to buy anything anymore.
Well, I'll help you clean up and then we can walk around in here.
I can go ask the dwarven lady to clean and supervise her and Frankie. Make sure Frankie doesn't hurt her. Something.
And our butler, can't let him hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Does your robot need to meet everyone? Is Frankie going to be okay?
I'll go get him 1 second. I'm going to go get him 1 minute.
Bring down the robot.
Also, I would really appreciate it if we could start our mission to go meet Xavier's mother in 2 days' time, because I am busy tomorrow.
Okay.
How do you have plans?
We just
I have to go work for Lan.
Congratulations! That's wonderful news.
Lan?
Yeah. Leave me all this stuff for much cheaper if I worked a day for him. Cleaning his shop up.
In his trash heap?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. This is not the kind of job we need to take, Safkeen, for our reputations. We are heroes of Seon. Because there are undead to banish, and there are monsters to slay, and there are witches to meet. We're not supposed to be, clearing out dusty trash heaps.
But on our days off, we can do that, and it will make us look healthy.
Oh my goodness.
Honorable.
Oh, honorable. Like everybody doesn't have a demon in their lives.
He needs help. I think he's a hoarder.
Right? He's definitely a hoarder. Wait until y'all see Lamlanan's shop. Junk all the way to the ceiling.
You could go buy furniture from there, maybe.
He should pay us to take his furniture. I might go propose that to him. Okay.
David, can I bring the robot down to the main floor, please?
Yep. You go up and you see that it's still cleaning up the room. The door debris has been all but cleaned up, and the rugs are moved back. The tables and chairs are back where they belong as well. It's pretty pristine, and he's just kind of making the last rounds around the room when you come up the stairs. It turns and looks at you and keeps cleaning.
Hello, your name is now Seb. The sort expectations bot.
It stops, turns towards you, nods its head, and goes on cleaning.
Follow me, Seb. Follow me.
Its wheels sprout back into legs, and it follows you down the stairs.
She practically skips down the stairs.
Can we hear it rumbling down the stairs? Dudunk, dudunk, dudunk. It weighs 500 pounds.
Must be thudding down now.
I
Does
haven't
it come down
heard.
the stairs, or does it have its own way to get down?
It just leaps down
Leap?
over the
jeez.
balcony
Over the balcony!
and lands into the dining room.
Whoa.
Everybody arms themselves. What the? Jeez.
Everyone, this is Seb.
Hello, Seb. No longer.
Immediately when it walks through the doors, it sprouts its sword arms.
No, Seb, everyone here lives here. This is you and Safkeen and Xavier and Genevieve. They live here. They're safe.
Jen pops up from behind the boxes she dove behind.
It retracts its arms and goes one by one to each of you, kind of scanning its head up and down.
Yeah.
You need to bring it to Frankie as well.
Yeah, let me go get Frankie and introduce them so that neither one of them can kill the
Frankie's kind of stuck behind a wall, Xavier.
It immediately sees all the dirty dishes in the kitchen and starts collecting them and takes them over to wash them in a sink.
Oh,
well,
Oh, I guess we need to help you clean up.
He's got
Thank
initiative, doesn't he?
Alright, how do we get Frankie out?
Okay, yep.
Hey, Seb, there's a bunch of rock in the hallway. It's very dirty. Can you clean up all that rock and take it outside to somewhere safe?
wait, let him clean the dishes first.
Oh, sorry.
He leaves the dishes. He leaves the dishes going out into the hallway.
Yeah, we should
Leaves all of the rubble.
Let's untrap Frankie first.
No, let's do the dishes first.
Seb starts lifting rocks. He carries a medium-sized one, walks back over to the kitchen, and disappears out the back door. Short while later, he comes back in, picks up another one, back out the door.
Well,
this is going to take a really long time.
Yeah, he just goes one rock at a time.
Robots don't get tired.
I'll tap my staff, and I'll say, Trevor, I choose you. And I'll be like, Seb, this is Trevor. Trevor, this is Seb. Be friends.
He gives him a quick scan. And then
What about Kulo?
continues moving rocks.
Can you guys work together to move the rocks? Trevor, can you help him with the rocks, please?
Yep. Yeah, Trevor. Let's see. Where is Trevor? I don't know where Trevor's mini's at.
Sorry.
In all of this chaos, I'm just gonna use this to be like, all right, so we all just meet back here after lunch then.
Yeah.
Through the doors.
There's Trevor.
Let
me get Trevor in there.
Where's Trevor?
Cool.
I want to see Trevor.
Trevor.
There's Trevor.
Trevor's very
good boy.
Yeah, Trevor starts also picking up and carrying rocks and following Seb out the back door into the garden and then back in.
Wait. Safkeen's gonna pick up a piece of I don't know, pancake or something and run over to Trevor and sort of jump up and sort of try and sit on his head and give him some pancake.
Trevor kind of leans down and lifts you up and eats a little bit of the pancake.
Before.
Make boop.
Okay. You is just going to. I don't think we need to role play it. You's gonna be out. Just go out and just head out and try to buy a few healing potions.
Okay. What would you like to buy?
Healing potions.
Yep. So you want to go to
the store where we bought healing potions before.
Okay. Fantastic Filigree.
Yeah, I'll just head there. But like I said, we don't have to roleplay it because.
Okay, yeah, you head back to Fantastic Filigree. They look like they're pretty out. You guys cleaned them out the last couple times. They've got 2 normal and 1 greater.
Go to Lananan.
What, with his half bottles of healing potions? Or not even sure.
Better than nothing.
They will sell you, since you guys are return customers, they'll sell you the 2 normals for 40 gold each, and the greater for 90.
My money. Okay, I'll just buy the 2 normals for the
Okay.
80.
All right, 80 gold, and you get 2 normal healing potions. So go ahead and remove 80 gold
Done.
from your inventory and add 2 regular healing potions.
Okay. And then you guys can go out shopping wherever you're gonna shop.
Can I give, what is it? Hold up. 10, I need words. 10 silver pieces to Lindell to get me some incense.
Oh, yeah.
10 silver.
How much was
yeah.
10 gold.
There was all the incense that Xavier found up in the lab that he gave to you.
Yeah,
but if
you
you want to buy your own incense, 10 silver won't buy you much. But
won't buy me much? I don't know how much incense is. I'm just going off a components list I saw.
It depends on how much gold the spell requires, but most of them are in the 50 gold plus range for spell.
Okay, can I hold up? It says
it really depends on the spell.
I'm looking for that. It just says a glowing stick of incense, period.
Which spell?
For hypnotic pattern. I think it's just the smoke, right? It's not so much the incense that's the issue. Or I could try to find a vial with something glowing inside.
Glowing stick of incense or a crystal vial filled with phosphorescent material. That's interesting.
So if there's no, does it say how much it's worth? Like, is there a dollar amount beside it?
No.
There isn't. It just says a glowing stick of incense.
So if there's no dollar amount, then that means that you can use your arcane focus in place of the material components.
Right.
So you don't actually need to have that material component unless it has a specified dollar value beside it.
Your bells are your arcane focus, so that would be fine. You don't have to.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, well, never mind then. I don't give her any money.
Oh.
I don't need anything, but I'm gonna give some gold. Like, I just want to give some gold to Safkeen, so she'll give me some mica after, just to say thanks, and for a delicious breakfast, like a tip, as well.
Oh, yeah. None of you losers said thank you for your food. Just saying. Just Genevieve.
I come from a good family, so I'm gonna go down 3
gold.
gold.
Xavier and you.
Give me some mica later, though. Don't forget.
Xavier doesn't want to leave until Frankie gets freed, until he actually sees Frankie get out of there.
Yeah, it'll take Trevor and Seb together maybe about 15 minutes to clear enough debris that Frankie can get out.
And once he does, make sure that Seb isn't going to register him as a intruder. And then after that, Xavier's going to try to get someone who can either come clear the brush in the garden and buy some seeds and various things that he can use for
downstairs.
Okay, that's easy enough. So yeah, Frankie gets free and Seb scans him. It takes maybe about a half an hour to do all that. And then to buy seeds, let's see.
Yeah, and he's looking for maybe some more rare things that he knows he can use for potions. Or
Safkeen has magical beans. She doesn't know they're magical, but they're magical.
Now I have one bean too. You gave me one.
You do have one bean.
Although it's upstairs trying to draw Cece in the house.
Xavier, you want to go out alone, or do you want to take Frankie or any of the other companions with you?
If anybody wants to go with me, but it sounds like they all have their thing going right now.
That's fine. Yeah, if you want to venture out, that's fine. You go past the let's see here, the stairwell, and first you go past the other abandoned houses, and then the stairwell that leads up, and then right on the corner there, you can see there's a horticulture guild.
Oh, he's gonna go there.
Okay, it's very nicely manicured on the outside. It's got little hedges and bushes that are carved into different shapes, and there's like one that's like a like a chess set rook, and there's another one that looks kind of like a I don't know. It's carved like three balls that sit on top of one another, almost looking like the pumpkin pops. But it's very nicely manicured, and the facade is all made out of this ornately carved wood. It's got small stained glass windows. It's got this round, door that has a single ring in the middle, very much like a hobbit hole. You make your way over to it, and you head inside.
And he's definitely wearing. So every time he leaves the house, he definitely has his mask and hood. And
Okay, yeah, sure. You make your way inside, and the entire thing looks like a giant garden center on the inside. It's definitely bigger on the inside than it is on the out, which is very strange walking into. There's this like brilliant light that shines over some of the plants, but then others are in kind of this like dim purplish light. You can tell that they take great length to grow these species of plants here. You can see all manner of things, different interesting plants growing in various locations. You don't know why you've never found this place before, but it seems like a treasure trove to somebody like yourself. You see there's a couple of gnomes roaming around tending some of the plants. All of them have, big white beards that kind of lean down into their chest, and they're all like David the Gnome type figures, wearing aprons and stuff. So, what would you like to buy?
One of everything.
All right, so you're looking for first something to help you clear the weeds?
Yeah, first of all, something to clear the weeds, but then he needs sorts of alchemical substance. So anything he recognizes as, hey, I could make, whatever different types of potions or, base alchemical substance out of these. He's willing to spend, I've got 60 platinum and 550 gold. So he's willing to spend a pretty penny here.
Okay. Yeah, you've got like 1,100-ish gold. Yeah. So it really depends on what you're looking for. Unless you're going to want to role play out and ask a bunch of questions.
Stuff to make potions with. So he's looking for things that could possibly go boom. Things he could use to make like grenade type potions and healing potions. He's looking to actually make his own healing potions.
Okay, yeah, to make your own healing potions, it's actually really rare to be able to do so. Only the finest magical shops are able to either create them themselves or order them out from places that are a little bit more inhabited and have large influxes of these kinds of ingredients. I would say that for about 200 gold, you might be able to get enough components to practice making healing potions. But again, it would be a trial and error.
Okay, that's fine. He'll spend the 200 gold. And how much to get the components or herbs and things he might need to make? So the frost grenade he made before.
Okay. Yeah, the frost grenade. Let's see.
And unfortunately, I'm going to have to get together with you sometime and try to go back over what Xavier had, because I've lost his entire sheet, the entire spreadsheet I had. This stuff.
Right. Yeah, I've got it all written down in various places.
I don't think you need to buy anything. What was it that Softkeen really wanted from the Fantastic Filigree? Was it night vision glasses? Night vision goggles?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the night vision goggles.
I want to go to the Fantastic Filigree and see what the price is on the night vision goggles.
Okay. So, of the ones Xavier, Aubergine and Whale Eye, and scales from giant tuna are the two things that will cause. Oh, and ice bear claw.
I just imagine the Xavier's room is gonna smell so bad.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
right next door to you.
It's just gonna get worse and worse. It's gonna and I deal with dead bodies, and I'm still gonna think Xavier's room smells worse.
Clean it up. Don't worry.
That's true. Seb will clean it.
Also, any orchid petals from the Arctic zone, which would be Dominion and Auburg.
The what petals? What are they?
They're orchid petals of the mountain orchid. From the Arctic regions, they would have an ice property.
Okay. That is definitely what he'll try to get seeds, if possible, to grow mountain orchids.
They do not have mountain orchid seed. That's an incredibly rare item. They might have a collection of petals, maybe 2 or 3 petals that they'd sell, but as far as seeds, no, they don't have access to them.
Okay, well, he'll definitely buy the petals, but...
Okay, each petal is 50 gold.
Okay. He'll buy 2.
Okay. All right, 2 mountain orchid petals, and make sure to note that these are Arctic versions of that.
I have 25 crossbows in my inventory. You just had a backpack this whole time, just full of crossbows.
Xavier, the other thing would be you need what is it called? What is that stuff called? Spring water. You need Arctic spring water as a not a catalyst, as a base.
Right. Can I get that here?
Yeah, they'd have a vial of it. Maybe 15 gold.
Okay. Vial. Water. Perfect. Okay.
You could buy copies of that if you want. If you want more than just 1 vial.
Yeah, let's get like 4.
Okay. So that's 60.
15, so that's... So I'm down 560 at this point. And how much will it take for to maybe hire someone to come help clean up the garden?
How many people do you want to hire, and for how long?
2 for, like a 2-day period.
2 for 2 days. So 8 hours a piece. That would be 4 gold pieces.
Okay, let's do that. Gold pieces to clean up the yard. Cool. That works.
And the Grand Garbiter, he comes out, and he is very pleased to hear that somebody is going to be hiring their services to clean up the surroundings of the Colchester estate.
Yeah.
And he gives you a warning saying that you must maintain it. Otherwise, you will be turned into the Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, and then what?
You don't want to find out.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
For a
Don't
tiny
mess with the
little
homeowners
creature,
association.
for a tiny little creature about a quarter of the size of Xavier, he has a very ominous presence.
Don't
A
mess
lot
with
of
the
gravitas with this one.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. So
Okay.
that's 360 gold pieces. 364 gold pieces.
360 gold? You mean total?
Yeah, total.
Oh, okay. 364. Let me take that off. Gold. 364. Remove.
You know the torn spell page we found that says like Liam secret.
Yeah.
Where did we find that? We found it in the sewer?
That
when
was
we
in the
woke up?
chest. Yeah. That was in the weird chest.
You's gonna be puzzling over that on the way to the fantastic filigree. Why would it?
Do you want to ask somebody?
Me?
Yeah. Are you talking about at Fantastic Filigree or?
No, I'm just walking into Fantastic
Oh,
Filigree
okay.
now, wondering why there's a spell thing that says Leom secret.
Okay.
Puzzling over that piece of torn paper.
Okay.
Can I sit by the plants at the front to where they're jingling? I'll hear the bell sound that might call me, and then attune back up to my robe as well
Yeah.
during this time.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm just listening to the bells ringing and meditating.
Yeah, it's very soothing. Yeah, it's calming. Listening to somebody calmly read poetry. Very soothing.
Okay.
Kind of takes your mind off of the sound of dragging rocks back and forth in the hallway outside.
Okay, I want to go to the Fantastic Filigree.
All right, you make your way to the Fantastic Filigree. The dwarves hop up on the counter like before, ask what you want.
Do you guys still have those goggles for us unfortunates who don't see so well in the dark?
I believe so, madam. Let me take a look. Let's see. Fantastic Filigree.
Wait, I better check my notebook because I wrote down the price they told me last time.
I've got it written down here.
In case they try
somewhere,
to
too.
inflate it on me.
I think I deflated it because it was so crazy last time.
Yeah, deflate it.
I was really surprised how expensive that stuff was.
Yeah, the table that I found it on originally was just way off. Let's see. Fantastic Filigree. There it is. Goggles of Night, 800 gold. Yeah, the original price was 12,000 gold, which I think was way off. 800 gold pieces.
800 gold. I want to pull out the dark blue spinal gem that I found, Spinel gem.
Yeah.
And you told me it was valued at 700.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to set it on the table.
Yep. Yeah, one of the dwarves grabs a little eyepiece and takes a look at it, looks at its purity. They offer you 500 gold pieces for it.
Okay.
In trade. If you want cash,
Yeah.
400.
And then I'm going to pull out... Picked up a lot of stuff, guys. The Moonstone earring and necklace set.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have two earrings.
And what was the gold value on that?
50 gold each.
50 gold?
So I'm going to put them on. Yeah, so it'd be 100 gold as a set.
They offer you 60 for the set trade.
So I'm up to 560.
Mm-hmm.
And what other crazy stuff did we pick up that I can? Huh?
Crazy things that you can throw away.
Throw away.
We've got magic items that I think nobody's using because no one could attune to them.
A spinel 50-50. Oh crap! I gave away my goblin wine. That goblin flask was worth 50 gold. I need to get my flask back. I hope the poor boy in the tower didn't actually drink it. Okay. I'll trade you these stones. And wait, math is hard. 200 gold for the goggles.
Let's see. So,
or 100 gold. Otherwise, I didn't talk them down much.
So the spinel and the 2 earring sets.
Earring and a necklace set. The Moonstone sets.
So that's 560 gold. They say, well, it's still 240 gold pieces.
I'll give you 200 gold pieces.
240. We've already given. We've already given you more in trade than most places would for these items.
Okay, then I will pull out another gem. I have a sardonyx that's worth 40, and an onyx worth 30. and just put the. I have so many stones.
Roll a persuasion check.
I'm not even trying to persuade him. You literally does not know what any of this is. Why are my pockets full of stones? 15 plus 2, 17?
17. Let's see. Right.
It's a gift. You know, a festival gift. It's for an important person.
Take these 2 new stones, the spinel, the 2 earring and necklace sets, and 100 gold pieces. We'll call these.
Deal. Deal. Okay.
All right. So go ahead and mark off 100 gold pieces,
and then all these stones. Okay.
Yeah, the stones. So the spinel and the 2 others, and then the
sardonyx, the moonstone. Okay. Strike through.
And they hand over a set of goggles of night.
Woohoo! Okay, and then I don't see anything else just looking around that has been stolen from me.
Roll a perception check.
I don't see anything else from my collection here. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Yeah, you go from booth to booth, and they open all the curtains. You look at all the items. It doesn't look like there's really any of your property or anybody else's property that you recognize. But you do see in the mundane items section, there is a very, very nice ceramic pot.
A ceramic pot.
It's very strange to see a ceramic pot. Most of them are made of steel or lead, or like pot metal, but this one is made of like ceramic.
Or are we just gonna skip that?
And it's very ornately decorated.
A pot, like a cooking pot, or like a planting a plant pot?
Cooking pot.
So you mean something that Safkeen would like?
You can cook in it, yes.
How much for this totally mundane and uninteresting pot?
Well, actually, this pot is a new acquisition. It's not exactly mundane. We just had nowhere else to put it. It does have magical property to it.
What does it do?
Well, you see, you can put any ingredient in here and create a fine meal.
Any ingredient?
Mm-hmm. Well, it has to be edible, of course. You wouldn't want to put, like, cow manure in there.
So, like a dead bat, a whole bass.
Blend it up, pour it in, and it'll make you a very nice, fine porridge.
Well, wait. I mean, you can blend up anything and put it in any pot and have a porridge.
Yes, but would it be a fine meal?
That's all I can say.
How big is this pot? Is it like a travel pot?
No, it's like one of those big pots that you see them do like long spaghetti in and stuff.
It's
like a big one.
Yeah, magic.
A magic Le Creuset.
It's like a big stew pot.
Well, how much for your totally mundane pot that you put in the mundane section because it's so mundane?
Well, I wouldn't put it in the potions section, now would I?
Well, you'd put it in the magic items section, not over here with these.
Can you drink it?
Some buttons. You've got it next to the bobbins.
Protect you very well.
You've got it next to some used thread.
Wouldn't say it's a maybe you could use it as a weapon. I guess next time we
next
could put it in the weapons section.
You got it next to some leather bits.
Listen, don't tell me how to run my business. Do you want the pot or not?
You haven't given me a price.
10 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll take it.
All right. They hand over the pot. They take their 10 gold.
Do you guys do gift wrapping?
Gift wrapping. Hang on a moment. One of them takes the pot back from you, rips it out of your hand. They rush back to the back.
No, wait! Put the goggles inside the pot. Put the goggles in the pot.
All right. They put the goggles in the pot. They come back a short while later with like a nice kind of cloth, and it's got like ties on the ends, and they wave their hands at it, and the cloth starts to fold up and tie in a nice bow on top, and then they slide it over, and they say, "On the house, just get out."
Okay. Pleasure doing business with you. See you soon. We're neighbors now.
They close all the curtains and they rush back.
I live across the street. Come visit me at the Short Expectations house. We have to work on that. We have to work on that.
So add a custom item to your inventory. You now have a pot to fine meals.
A pot to fine meals. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Role playing is fun. I don't think I ever would have come up with that magic item just on my own. That's fun.
Wait, you mean you just had to come up with it right then?
Yeah, no, I just spur of the moment.
Oh.
Role playing is fun. All right. Since you were buying things for Safkeen, I figured.
We just need furniture, something to actually sit on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Data, are you done your shopping?
Where is Landlanan's shop?
It's across from the Chamber of Commerce in Silver District.
Oh, so it's out of town. I'm gonna head back home.
You're actually closer to it than you are to home.
Oh.
But you're carrying a pot with goggles inside.
A giant pot. It's porcelain though, it's not heavy. Okay. No, I'm not gonna go Landlanan's. I'll just head home.
Okay. On your way back, you pass Xavier, who's exiting the whatchamacallit, horticulture guild.
Oh,
You!
Yeah.
It's Xavier! It's Xavier
yeah.
from work?
Yeah. Right. Xavier, you know, we live together now. We live together. We're
flatmates.
We're mansion mates. What are you talking about?
housemates.
Housemates. Xavier, we need to come up with a name for our house so that we can sound, important and people want to hire our services so that we can.
Mansion of Expectations?
Mansion of Expectations. I don't want to set the bar too high. That's true. It could be low expectations, high expectations.
Any kind of expectation.
Not great, though.
Look, you! I have tons of seeds.
So you do. I don't plants require being taken care of? Are we gonna be around that much?
We have a robot.
That's true.
You do remember in the instructions, it did mention that it will tend the garden as well.
Oh. Man.
Good job.
Well, I'm glad we didn't blow Seb up in that case.
Me too. It was close.
It was close. I had planned just a good exploding of robot. Well, I have this as my wrapped up package for Safkeen.
Oh, it's fabric.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she'll give it a really stern look and then say nothing at all. I'm real excited about it. Are you heading home?
Yes, are you headed home?
Yeah, I think I'm done. Let's go back and see how Seb and Frankie are doing.
Should we buy some furniture or have some furniture sent to the house at some?
I don't know. Safkeen's gonna go work with Landlanan tomorrow. Maybe she can get some free furniture. Maybe she can steal. She's always wanting to steal from people, so maybe we can get her to steal us a table.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Tidy one thing up, throw something out the window the other time.
Yeah, we can wait out back and just wait for you to throw stuff out.
Dumpster dive.
Dumpster dive at Landlanan. Okay, I think I bought everything I'm gonna buy. Here, as we're walking, I want to say, Xavier, I think you should have this maybe. I'm gonna give Xavier Bellick's research notes. Who's playing the piano?
Oh, I hoped you couldn't hear it. Sorry, I was practicing. Shit.
What are you doing? Genevieve is actually being a bard. Actually playing the piano.
I want to be able to play the sound that I'm hearing from the plants when you guys come in the front door, but I ruined it.
Oh, that is so cute. No, we hear it. We're walking up to the house and we just start hearing it. What is it?
Really quick, Xavier and you, when you walk up to the door, you notice there is an envelope kind of shoved underneath the door.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm gonna use my Eldritch Sight.
He stopped me.
Yeah, your Eldritch Sight is still going. It's only been an hour. It hasn't even been an hour yet, so it's whatchamacallit. It's not emitting any kind of magical aura.
Okay, Xavier's going to say it's probably safe to touch it.
I'm carrying a giant pot.
Okay, so Xavier's going to grab it.
Just give him like a like.
Looks at it, bends down.
Xavier, with his hands free, looks at you and says, "Aren't you gonna pick it up?" All right. Yeah, you grab the note or the envelope and open it up. There's just a hastily written note inside. Let's see. It says, "I noticed the lights have returned to the estate, so I figure you're home. My work has been stolen by the crown. They are planning to conquer the outer islands, starting with Liberty. One of my designs was smuggled out of Liberty."
Oh.
With the help of Merryweather at the Pharaohs. Let's see. I need
sorry,
your
can I
help.
interrupt for a quick second?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, I need to get going.
Okay.
Is there any way, I was wondering if I have like a big shopping list and I have to deliver that letter. I was wondering, is there any way maybe like later this week I could maybe just like one-on-one with David, have like a quick little session to like go through that?
Sure, that's fine.
Is that okay? Okay, deal. Right, because we're having a get together this evening. Matthew's doing his first ever Tupperware party, so I have to go help get everything ready.
Enjoy your cider and wine.
Yay! Fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
just
can
assume
text
for the rest
or
of the session.
play later.
Yeah, Lindell is helping clear out the rocks, and then once that's all done and we get afternoon, then she'll go off on a little adventure to deliver her letter and get some shopping of her own.
Cool.
Very good. Okay, yeah, we can do that later.
Thanks.
Night,
Bye,
Lindell.
Thomas.
I mean, bye, Thomas.
Bye, Thomas.
All right, so yeah, the letter. I noticed the electric lights have returned, so you must be back. My work was stolen by the crown. They plan to conquer the outer islands, starting with Liberty. One of my designs was smuggled out of Liberty with the help of Merryweather at the Pharaohs. Let's see.
Am I reading this over Xavier's shoulder? Yes.
Yes.
Xavier, we know something about a stolen design.
Another of my... It's not done yet. Another of my plans has fallen into the hands of a captain who works for the crown. With this knowledge, they can conquer all of Spiralia. I'm being hunted by a royal assassin, and I need your help. It's been a while since we built the dwarven lift. I hope you'll consider my request, and it's signed LB.
LB?
B.
Dwarven lift.
Leomander Boros.
Leomander?
I don't know. I don't know.
Huh.
Wait, is Leomander like a double agent? Is he in Too Deep?
I'm not suggesting it's Leomander at all.
But is the letter for you guys, or is it for Ms. Colchester?
Yeah, the Xavier's going to turn to you and say, I do not believe this letter is for us.
I don't know. You know, I put posters up everywhere. Somebody could have seen one of my two beautiful posters on the wall right here.
It's been a while since we built the dwarven lift.
Yeah, I don't really get that part. Let's go in and show it to Genevieve since, she was charged with treason for having a stolen design on her. It might pertain to her. Okay.
I'm gonna open the door.
Yep.
Go
We're
in.
gonna go in with our stuff.
You'll still hear me playing. I'm still.
Aww.
Just repeating it. That's what I'm. Oh,
Aww.
what's that? Hi.
Nice.
Ah.
Do you hear that coming from the plants? It's beautiful.
You hear that? That's like little bells.
Yeah, it's very, very faint, very high pitch.
I really get the feeling that this house wasn't always so creepy and full of shadow people and knocking on the walls.
We're starting to bring some life back. That's a start.
Yeah. It's kind of nice without a murder butler inside.
Oh, I had an idea for the outside. I thought if you put shorter expectations and we made a sign underneath it, we could put perfectly executed supernatural support team, which is a perfect acronym too.
Perfectly executed supernatural support team?
Team, yeah.
Plus team? Oh.
Pest? Pest?
Yeah,
Pest? You mean like the way ghosts are pests?
Yeah, like you
pest control.
ghosts. Yeah, exactly.
Pest control. Pesty ghosts, pesty animals. Oh.
It's just a thought. I know we're struggling with the name for the place. Anyways, did you get everything needed?
I got things I don't even need at all.
Xavier's gonna hold up all of his seeds.
Wow.
The two worst shopping people.
I don't really have worldly needs, so Safkane! Safkane! Where is she?
Still in the kitchen doing the washing. Seeing as Seb is no longer doing the dishes.
What? How has it been like an hour?
Has it been an hour?
I bet the rocks are
not
cleared
quite
out.
been an hour.
Not quite been an hour.
Maybe about an hour for you.
Oh, because I left early.
You went pretty far.
What are you still doing in here? What are you still?
Oh, in that case, maybe she's not doing the dishes. I don't know what she'd be doing though.
In an hour.
Maybe
Sharpening the knife. Maybe.
Well, Seb is still busy carrying rocks back and forth through the kitchen, so the dishes are still dirty unless you're doing them.
No,
Yeah,
stuff
but it
can
would
work.
take her an hour. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So you've cleaned up the meal. You're just now finishing up drying the dishes when you runs in.
Ooh, kitchen looks nice.
Thank you.
I went shopping. I didn't get anything useful at all. And I'm gonna hand her the wrapped up pot. I can buy junk too.
Thank you.
We'll
Is it
look
a
at
cape?
Xavier. Oh, I mean, anything's a cape if you tie it around your neck, Safkeen.
Yes.
I don't know what kind of question that is. How's Frankie? Is Frankie out yet?
Thank you for the cape.
Yeah.
Is there something?
They're not quite to Frankie yet. About halfway.
Gosh, where did Lindell go?
Oh no, wait. They already did. Yeah, Frankie's already free. He already
Oh, okay.
scanned Frankie. That's all done.
Oh, okay.
They're still cleaning up the rocks though.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Is there something inside this?
Linda was gone.
I don't know. Shake it and see. Oh shoot!
Seda, you're getting a call.
My job is calling.
Oh,
No.
not the pool.
Xavier, you showed me
Yes.
your seeds, but what's that you have?
We found a strange letter. I don't believe it's for us. Well, maybe. I don't know. He's gonna show them the letter.
Yeah. Yeah. You open up the letter and read the same thing that I described earlier. I can type it up in the chat if you'd like.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. You could type it up in the chat because I can't remember the details. It seems like it was almost directed toward someone else, not us. So.
But that makes sense. Those plans that were on me, that were planted, that captain took them. Do you remember? He was sitting on the side. I got a terrible feeling.
So either someone is trying to frame you, or use you to sneak these plans out somehow.
But it sounds like someone else is in the same predicament if they're sending in a...
Maybe they're using multiple patsies to send out different schematics. Seems like a larger conspiracy.
And we've been sucked into... Well, I have at least. It's up to you, obviously. What you want to do.
We've all been sucked into it. You're our friend now.
Thank you.
Oh.
We'll murder the bad guys right alongside you.
Right.
For someone so peaceful, you say murder very easily.
Sometimes it comes with the territory.
Initiate unlife.
That sounds a little bit better. But what do we do, though? We don't know who this person is. LB, Leslie B.
Yeah.
Leslie Broll. I don't know.
Could it be Leomander? What is Leomander's last name?
Sandstalker.
Sandstalker.
Oh.
LB. I don't have my notebook on me, so I can't flick through.
We're on Liberty, though. Could it be someone from an association? Liberty something.
But before we get pulled into this, should we attempt to go to sub 2 and then come back to figure this out?
Well, we might have a way to sub 2 in our own house if that stairwell from my dream is real. Should we go have a look?
Oh, yeah. How far did Frankie make it? Do we see what's down there yet?
Let's go look.
Yeah.
Gently sliding past these guys in the hall.
Savior Prime.
I'm still holding this like cloth thing.
Because if he's out, we can get in, right?
Yeah, I think they worked Frankie out. I think David's working on something here.
I was still typing out the letter.
Type.
When you're done, we would like to go check the stairs. Possible.
We can jump through there by...
Oh, snap. Oh, snap work. Okay.
Okay.
I have to send a message to my boss. I was scheduled to work one place tomorrow, and now I got to work another place, but my boss is not going to be happy. Okay.
Why?
Because we're like really, it's Christmas time, we're overworked, and so I was supposed to go to our main office and help, because the two carriers up there haven't been getting done until like 8 o'clock at night.
Oh.
Or not finishing at all. Yesterday, Saturday. Yes, yesterday neither carrier finished, and they were in there this morning on Sunday delivering mail because neither of them could finish the routes. So I was supposed to go in and help them tomorrow because it's a Monday, but my carrier just said that she can't work tomorrow, so I've got to be in a completely different town and work. So this is when the postmaster yells at people. Okay, I'm gonna send her a message. You can't use me tomorrow. Use someone else.
Who gets the final say of where you work, though? Wouldn't it be your postmaster?
No, our union is stronger than our postmaster. So it's like being a substitute teacher. My carrier that I work directly under always gets final say on if I work for her or not.
Oh. Okay.
And so my contract actually she's more of like my boss than my postmaster is in that sense. So my postmaster is going to be all put out. Okay. Let's see. Because she really needs help tomorrow. Huh?
It's going to be like that for the rest of the week for you too, though.
Yeah.
Me? Yeah, I'm working every day this week helping the other office. Because the other carriers are so slow. I don't even consider. Yeah, I don't even try to go fast, but I always finish. I put on a podcast and just go. I listen to so much murder podcasts and like true crime all day, just serial killers all day. I always finish my route.
That's the way to do it.
Put a little bounce in your step, eh?
I know. It makes you move faster, like through neighborhoods you don't know. You're like, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah. Nobody's murdering me today. Okay, I have to.
So you know, Xavier shared the letter with me and myself.
Yeah.
And we're just gonna go over to
the letter and Steven's typing it up.
Oh, okay.
I already posted it.
Yep.
So
copy.
Yeah.
That
Let's see.
Notes.
I mean, what are the chances that LB is our LB?
Well, you had that stone though as well. Maybe tomorrow you could try contacting it and asking or telling them that we got a letter for them, and saying just who it's from, the initials.
Oh yeah, tomorrow morning we're definitely going to use the stone again. We should probably craft. Tonight we should sit around and probably craft the 20-word message.
So not tomorrow, but the day after. Are we still planning on making a trip to Sub 2?
Yeah, I think we need to go down.
Ooh.
Speaking of which, let's look down that stairwell.
Yeah.
Stairwell.
Wait, I want to open my pot thing. Well, I don't actually know it's a pot.
Oh yeah, you guys can walk out. I'll stay there with Sofkeen.
He will open.
Yeah, longer.
Cloth. Very distrustfully.
Use waiting for the non-reaction.
Cloth.
Actually, I
when
could
you open the cloth and it falls away, you see one of the nicest pieces of cookware you've ever seen. This very large pot. You know that ceramic cookery is incredibly rare, and they only make it in one part of Spiralia, in the fire forges on SE1. And it's made from a very rare clay as well.
You had no idea.
That's very, very pure and has magical properties to it. And inside the pot, you see the same pair of goggles that you were so desperate to get weeks prior, even contemplating going back and stealing them.
I got you a mundane pot. It was in the mundane section.
This is a really nice cooking pot. You bought this for me?
Well, yeah, and I got in a fight with the Fantastic Filigree people, and they probably don't want me back in there anymore. But, you know, I don't think they want you in there either, so...
Sofkeen, that's almost more impressive to you than the gifts. You almost got into a fist fight with a bunch of dwarves.
We can be kicked out together.
For me.
And I bought you the goggles, so now you don't have to steal them and get thrown in jail and get us kicked off of this island.
You also bought these for me?
Yeah. But, I mean, I traded them just a bunch of rocks for them, so... Don't get too impressed. My pockets were full of rocks after that mention.
Amazing how rocks can buy you things.
Yeah, I mean, who is this gonna pay a lot for a little blue rock? People are really...
For me?
Are you... I've never seen you make that face before, Sofkeen. Are you okay? I was... you was like, not touching her, but has her hands out, like...
He's just gonna sort of scrub at her eyes.
Do fish have tear ducts? She's just making like a really weird face.
If a fish cries underwater, does it actually happen?
It was nothing. I just thought you'd like it, you know, because you wanted to steal it, and I told you couldn't, and you got really mad, but then you did get my spoon back, and that thing was stolen. So we're kind of in like this stealing loop of stolen goods, and let's end the cycle. We're going straight. We have a mansion. We have a murder bot. Although, I'm gonna get real quiet. Although
Yeah,
I think at some point we're probably gonna have to steal Genevieve's ship.
about half hour, bud. I will stop at 6.
Something doesn't really like she's been listening to anything you've been saying.
We're just holding her cooked on.
And then looking at the stuff and then like biting her lip.
Do you want to go see a haunted basement? Here, we'll just leave these here. I'm just gonna take the pot from her hand and set it on the table. Let's go see a haunted basement for a while. I hear there's shadow people.
He's a flesh
Okay.
golem.
welcome,
Genevieve
Soft
and
Cane.
Xavier, you make your way in past Frankie and Seb and Trevor, and you notice they've managed
encouraging
to
him to
clear
go.
away a very impressive amount of the collapse, but it looks like there are 3 gigantic boulders still left, blocking the rest of the stairwell. Each of them maybe weighs 1,000 pounds each.
No, I said no. Stop.
He will give you a hug.
Can I observe the ceiling and look at like how structurally sound it looks?
Hug.
It's not so much a ceiling as it is just a cave-in.
Right.
Let's go out here, Salkeen. Let's go see this.
So as far as like structurally sound, probably not at all.
Is Trevor just in the way? Do we move past?
I think we can just walk around a Slytherin Trevor.
Sorry.
What are the chances we get Dimension Door past these? Do you remember how far into Dream the stairs went?
It went down for a long way, but if it's caved in the whole way, wouldn't jumping into rock.
Yeah, Jen, it was dreams are kind of weird with time, but you know it was pretty far.
It went on and on and on. It felt like I was walking for.
Oh.
But it was a dream, I think.
You think?
Question is, let's see.
I mean, I could try to break the rock smaller, but I'm worried that the ceiling might come down.
Lindell comes out and she makes Trevor into a staff again, and then she looks at Seb and says, "Seb, can you break rock?" And
Actually-
immediately, Seb sprouts a drill from one of its hands and a massive, like, pinion-type smashing device in the other. It pushes past all of you, rolling down the stairs to the end, and starts going to work.
Whoa.
And eventually its arms become a blur as it starts pulverizing the rock. Little bits flying off here and there, baseball-sized chunks, powder. The whole room becomes dust-filled pretty quickly.
Take out my handkerchief and put it over my face.
I think that Seb might be a drilling bot as well.
Everything bot, actually.
I completely forgot. Xavier actually has a ring of X-ray vision. He's gonna just point it down at the rocks to see, is it indeed just these rocks, or is there something beyond that?
You can see through the rocks as far as your X-ray vision extends, and you just see rock.
Oh God. Okay. So Xavier's gonna say, as far as my vision extends with this ring of X-ray vision, what I see is rock.
And I don't recommend jumping into it.
Seb has already made a little bit of progress, and Lindell looks at Xavier and says, "Maybe Frankie can help move the small pieces so that Seb doesn't get buried behind."
Yeah, I'll have giving him careful directions not to get like buried or injured himself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have Frankie start carrying some of the pieces away.
Yeah, already there's like an armful of baseball-sized pieces of rock that have been chipped away from the boulders. Seb's making quick work of each of these 1,000-pound boulders.
Oh my god.
Has anyone been hit by any rocks today?
No.
Today?
Today.
Yeah, no
Nah.
one's gotten a rock thrown at them today.
No, it's just late last night was when we chased the shadow thing.
But you're an exorcist. Is there any way we could try a seance of some kind in the dining hall? See if we can bring out and communicate with what is possibly.
I mean, I have been trying to. I haven't seen a single bit of evidence that we're dealing with is
a spirit.
A spirit, something that's that was once a living creature. Now that means it could still be from otherwhere. We could be dealing with a shadow creature or.
Genevieve, as soon as you say that, you feel a pebble hit the back of your head. Not the front, the back.
Damn it! And she spins around.
You spin around, and it looks like it came from the open door. But Lindell kind of shakes her head.
Damn it.
Okay, well, wait. Right now, I will cast my Shadow Consecration tattoo. So I put my hand over my wrist where I have this, or my forearm where I have this black swirling tattoo from Otherwhere, and cast Shadow Consecration on myself. Weakness Consecration.
Weakness Consecration.
Uh-huh.
So your tattoo is fairly visible.
Yes. Well, I mean, I have long sleeves on, but I always just push it up. She has cuff tattoos that are spell tattoos. And then the tattoo on her forearm appeared after we came out of Otherwhere. She didn't have it before she went down into Otherwhere.
Is kind of staring intently at your tattoos as you cast your spell.
Okay.
You must off and put that into a vial, Xavier. I won't let you do that.
Xavier is going to turn to Soften and say, her tattoos are very similar to ones I've seen before.
Okay, so
you mother grasps her arm, and the tattoo begins to swirl under her hand. Some purple smoke kind of billows out from under her robes, and then is quickly sucked back in. And immediately, her eyes kind of go like smoky purple as she's looking through a different set of eyes than before.
Okay.
It came from this way.
I want to run out to wherever we think the rock came from. Right, like this open doorway.
Yeah, you peer down both of the branches of the hall, looking to see if you can see any otherworldly creatures, and you don't. You just see in shades of like gray and purplish light, just the hall.
What about if I look? Or wait, let me look in the main. Let me just poke my head into the main dining room.
In the main hall, you don't see any signs of otherworldly creatures in here.
There's just nothing. There's nothing. I can't. I mean, what would appear as a shadow but not be from Otherwhere? What would throw rocks at us?
Xavier's going to pull out his lantern, and he's going to light up the lantern and give it a full... open it completely and start shining it down the
hall. All right, Xavier, go ahead and roll me a perception check with advantage.
Woohoo!
Do we hear any knocking at this point?
Roll perception check, you.
Natural 20 on the second one.
Woo!
All right. Down the hall to the right, over here, in the very corner of the room next to the door, you see what looks like a small rock. It looks like it was, one of those baseball-sized rocks that was left behind, but it slowly merges into the floor and disappears.
Xavier's going to point to it and say, one of the rocks just merged with the floor.
And if I look that...
is alive? Perhaps the stone is actually...
How'd you do on your perception?
You got an 8. She's
Okay.
a dumb bitch.
Yeah, Xavier, you're the only one who saw it.
Can I start listening now too for
The
sound?
house
Follow-up?
is alive.
Yeah, Genevieve, go ahead and roll perception.
That's Xavier. Why do you say such creepy things out loud? You can keep those thoughts inside.
It is just the way my brain works.
The house could be live.
So 24. Oh.
If
24.
If a tree can be given sentience, why not a house?
Genevieve, as you're listening for the knocking sounds, all of a sudden you start to feel a vibration that builds under your feet. All of a sudden you kind of lose your balance a little bit and have to catch yourself against the wall as the entire ground starts shaking beneath all of your feet. You all kind of catch yourselves against the walls, holding on as a minor earthquake starts building around you. The walls and floors shake. There's a rumbling sound from beneath that you guys all hear. Everybody roll a dex save.
From beneath?
From beneath. It devours.
Okay.
Oh no, it devoured.
No. 12? I'm usually good at that.
13.
13.
Ooh, 21.
21. And
You is
Safkeen?
life lift.
17.
17. Okay. Safkeen and you guys grab the walls, no problem, and the door frame. You've steadied yourselves. However, Lindell, Xavier, and Genevieve, you all fall on your butts, kind of gripping the floor as it shakes back and forth. All of you hear a loud from the stairwell behind you.
Frankie!
And then another
Uh,
shaking starts to slow, and you sway back and forth a little bit, and eventually it stops, and you can get back up onto your feet.
Frankie, Seb, let's run out. We're gonna run because Safkeen and I are still up. Skid into this top landing.
All right. All of you, when you rush back in, you notice another cave-in has happened, and Seb is now pinned underneath a giant boulder.
No!
Electricity is sparking from its inner workings and circuits. Its arms are just kind of spread out onto the stairs as it looks up kind of jitterily and
Frankie, we've got to get him. We've got to get.
That's gonna like run down and start trying to pick the boulder off.
Safkeen, be careful.
Yeah, you guys all try to move the boulder, but it's just too heavy. I will say, if all of you help, you can roll a strength check.
With Frankie, right?
Yeah, one of you will roll a strength check with advantage. If all of you guys help.
I'll do it because my strength's the strongest.
Well, what about Frankie?
Oh,
he's got a 19 strength, I think.
I have 18. So I guess
it's about the same. It's up to you guys. But one of you roll with advantage, a strength.
We'll let Safkeen do it because it's still a +4. So
yeah, go Safkeen.
It's a really high
it's the
DC
same.
to be able to move this boulder.
Okay, it's all help. It's all.
I rolled a 13. Plus.
With advantage. With advantage.
Oh. Nope. The 13. Plus 4, 17.
17. Unfortunately, all of you try as you might, but that
Can I
boulder
re-roll
is
with
just
my
too
inspiration?
heavy. You can add your inspiration in your D6.
Roll a D6. We're gonna get extra inspired. Push, heave,
conversion.
heave.
3. So that's only 20.
Yeah, you still are unable to move the boulder, unfortunately. You rock it back for a second, and a spark flies out from Seb, but then it rolls right back on top.
Oh no!
Guys, stand behind me. Stand behind me. I have an idea.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I want Safkeen to move first because that's a bad spot. The robot recharges with electricity.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's just a big rock on top of it, where it's squished.
Yeah. It's smashed under a giant rock.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Shatter on that giant rock.
Shatter. Okay. At
Shatter.
That is some damage.
I think I need to do it pretty high, so let's go for a level 5 Shatter.
Level 5 Shatter. Okay.
Yep.
All right. A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from where the boulder is located. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere must make a Constitution saving throw. So that's all of you.
No, they're behind me, though, aren't they?
What's that?
I told them to get behind me, though.
Oh, okay. So if everybody got behind Jen, you'd all be safe. Okay.
That's why I was like, get behind me. I don't want to wait for stuff.
That's fine. So go ahead and roll 3d8 for me.
Only 3?
Oh, sorry. No, you're doing it at 5th level.
Yeah, level 5. I think more. That's 68.
Yeah, 68.
Okay. So, anyone want to do some math? 5.
Now, I will say Seb is going to have to roll the Constitution saving throw.
Okay, but he gets recharged by electric attacks. That was the thing.
That's true, but this is thunder. This is not lightning.
But
A
you
little
still
bit different.
shatter the.
Lindell's gonna be so angry.
Lindell's gonna yell at us so much.
She's already sobbing and weeping on her knees.
Oh, she's still there?
Yeah, she's still there. She's saying, "No, wait, I've got something." She was looking through her spell list when
we have to get him out of this.
Hey, Lindell, do you have that water thing, the water flask thing?
Yeah, we have the flask. We have the flask.
Let me see if I can control it and blast the rocks away or something.
They don't want to see your underwear, dude. Get out of here.
I'm already
out. Shut the door.
You want me to try?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, Jen, you're.
I've already started.
Yeah, it's kind of already. It's already happened. So.
Poor.
Oh my gosh! Seb rolled 2 2s. So yeah, he takes the full brunt of whatever the damage is.
Okay. So that's 23.
23. Okay, that's enough damage that it actually rocks the boulder into smaller pieces and they fall away. But Seb, let's see how Seb fares here. Just a moment.
Oops. Can I banish a boulder to otherwhere? If I have I have banishment.
One more time. How much was it? 23?
23, yeah.
23. Okay.
I can banish Seb to otherwhere.
20.
Now, how would you get Seb back?
43.
Well, we bring him. He comes back in a minute, so we could bring him back not under the boulder.
All right. No, Seb's okay.
Go.
Yeah, Seb's all right. Seb, after the boulder is, broken away, comes back online for a brief moment and kind of jitters and starts to try and stand up, sparking. Sparks fly from all over. Lindell goes up and she will cast. Let's see. Does she have it?
Xavier has mending.
I've got mending if that would work on him.
Yeah, mending does work. She does not have mending. She's gonna just fire off a cure wounds anyway, because she's kind of in duress right now.
Xavier, don't worry. I have this, and he's gonna go up and
actually cure wounds will work. I'll go ahead.
And then I'll go cast mending on it. Try and fix it.
Okay, so mending cures. Hang on, let me see here. It's on the character sheet that I sent you guys a link for. All right, 2d6 hit points. So go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
2d6.
And Lindell is gonna get
7.
7. and another 9. So 16 hit points are recharged into him. He only had 20 left, so now he's at, what is it, 36? No. 20 left plus 15. No. 20 plus 15, 35.
Ooh.
Right, so he's at 35 hit points. And he's going to actually be able to mend himself, I think.
Oh yeah, he's a self-healing robot.
Yeah, so when he stands up, he's going to use one of his 2 remaining charges from the thing upstairs to restore 2d8 plus 2. 9 more hit points. And he's got 1 charge left.
Oof.
So he's at 44.
So we need to put this bad boy back on the charger.
Yeah, for the night. Let's mess with this.
Seb, you can go and sleep on the charger for the night. She follows Seb up to the charging station and throws the lever so that he can charge. He only needs an hour on the station to regain all of his hit points and his charges.
I want to say, if that ever happens again, somebody remember that I can banish and bring someone back, and they appear in the nearest unoccupied space. They don't go back into an occupied space.
What do you think triggered that? That was obviously feels like it was triggered by something we did. Either digging or me realizing that the creature, whatever it was, absorbed back into the house.
It happened after you saw that, and the digging.
What's going on, though?
It was deeper than just.
Xavier, I think, should walk the house with the lantern revealing.
Okay. Walking the house, if you want to take an hour or so, go ahead and roll perception with advantage for me.
Okay.
You will just walk around with him, because I still have my... Oh, no, it's only for 1 minute. Never mind.
18, 19, 21, 22.
22, okay. On the second floor, in the alchemy lab, when you throw open the doors, you actually notice in the corner over by the furnace, the same rock formation absorb into the wall in the corner. I'm pinging the location.
Like the exact same rock? Like I was seeing the same thing over again?
It looks almost like if somebody were to step through the wall and all that was left was their foot for an instant before they stepped inside. So like a rocky formation that just kind of moved into the wall.
Okay. Xavier's going to say, hello. We mean you no harm. Perhaps we could parlay. I saw you go into the wall here. He's going to walk over the wall where it went in.
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion. I'm actually pretty good at that. My persuasion is 9.
Good.
He got a 20.
20 persuasion. Okay.
Xavier's actually really charismatic.
You don't hear any kind of response coming from the wall, but you don't feel any tremors or pelts of rocks to the head either.
Xavier's going to say, if there is something you want or don't want from us, you could let us know. If you feel this is your home and we are intruding, maybe we can come to an understanding.
There's no response.
He's going to continue walking the house looking for any sign of whatever this thing is.
You's just going to hang with Jen and Softkeen and just say, I mean, I'm okay living in a sentient house.
Jen's nodding, but just staring down.
I'm gonna have to go now because midnight and I need to sleep.
Oh,
okay. Well, maybe we should go ahead and ahead and end there with the investigation of the weird rock formation. Yeah, so you guys have made some progress. You've been stuck in the house a long time, but you're getting it all figured out.
But we got our shopping done, right?
That's right. Yeah, you got your shopping done. So.
Which we needed a shopping day, which means next time we go to the Witch of Sub 2.
That's right.
Anytime Xavier comes home, he actually does take his mask off and his hood back. Which you guys have only ever seen him take his mask and hood off at night when he thinks everyone is.
So we get to see his like woody face.
Yep.
Are there any drawings of his woody face?
Comfortable with us.
I'll put one in Messenger again, but yeah, I did one of his face a while back. I thought I posted it.
I saw that.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
See it again. What time is it that we're finishing off at around? Just curious. Is it like midday now?
Yeah, it'd be a little in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Like maybe 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So we'll still have half a day when we get back.
Yes.
But we need to... Sofkeen's got to work for Lan Lanan, and then we can head down to...
That's right. You do have your day of work ahead of you.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Sofkeen's honourable, so she will do it.
Okay, sleep well, Sofkeen.
Yeah.
I have a question for Jen. Have you Brian, have you received anything in the mail from me?
Have you received anything in the mail from me?
No.
Huh.
I didn't expect that question turned around. I'm
I'm
trying to. Well, the thing that I sent to you. Hey, okay. Yay.
Thank you. It's very lovely.
But you haven't gotten a second thing.
No, I got this.
Okay.
There's a second thing.
Well, and Jenny got hers. So we're not telling you what it is, and Kit got his. But we're surprised that it takes longer to go to Canada than to get to London.
I don't think Thomas got his either.
Right.
Everything.
Maybe that's it.
They're scared of America. But you're gonna get something from me, but it'll be addressed to the two of you. You'll be like, oh, we didn't buy this. Where did this come from?
That's good. Well, the thing I noticed, because I shipped it to London too, the same thing, and the website didn't give me tracking numbers for any of the international stuff. I had a tracking number for Kit's. Yeah, so I can't tell where Brian's and Lindell's are. Like, I don't know where they are. I don't know what country they're in. I don't know. So eventually, you'll get something from us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
Yep.
Good night, Sofkeen. I love you. Bye.
I'll post Xavier's face at some point. I can't seem to find it. It must be on my iPad.
Okay.
All right. All right, folks. I'm going to go ahead and stop this and shut off everything, and we'll see you next week.
Good night, chat. I'll see you in the chat all week. Bye.
That's it. Okay.
Bye.
Night.